is the Opie and Anthony Show.
I gotta say, Jeff Bridges might be one of my favorites of all time. Simply put.
What a great guy.
I loved him.
He seems like the nicest guy ever.
I don't know if he's faking it, but I felt like going, Jeff, we got another hour here, and then I think we should go and get a bite to eat. Would that have been a mistake, Jimmy?
No, he quietly went, yeah. He's just hanging out, man.
Yeah. Yeah, that vibe. He's like a down-to-earth guy. He's been in so many huge movies.
Yeah, I was on the way over today. I was like racking my brain of like how many Jeff Bridges movies I've seen, and I mean just recently he was a bad guy in Iron Man.
Yeah,
I completely forgot about that.
I mean stuff right off like the True Grit, Crazy Heart.
Yeah,
Hello, and that was about it really.
Starman.
A Hat for Winkle.
A Hat for Winkle was one of his big ones.
Seabiscuit. Oh, The Contender.
Arlington Road.
The
Contender. Big Lebowski. Which was an amazing movie.
Jim mentioned The Vanishing earlier.
Tron.
Fearless.
Fabulous Baker Boys.
Oh, shit, I forgot about that movie.
Jimmy said The Vanishing. Fearless. Blown Away. Jagged Edge.
The Big Lebowski is my second favorite comedy movie of all time.
Jagged Edge. Who was in that? That was, what's her name? Who we had it once, right?
Wasn't Cher in that?
No, it was the broad from the other movie where she, where she was a stalker. Jagged Edge was with
Faye
Dunaway.
No,
what are you about to say?
Yeah, she's a regular.
Glenn Close.
Yeah, Thank you, Glenn Close. And I wanted to mention to Mr. Bridges, I got obsessed with film flubs. And they used to write books about film flubs, continuity errors in films. And Jagged Edge has a classic one with Glenn Close, and maybe you could find it online, Sam Roberts, where it's a courtroom scene, and her suit jacket or her whole outfit changes colors mid-scene, and no one picked up on it.
Really?
Yep.
That seems outrageous.
Well, it's way back when they didn't really totally focus on continuity as they do nowadays.
I mean, for Christ's sakes, you think they'd have the fucking costumes in order.
Yeah, but I forgot it went from brown to blue or blue to brown in mid-scene. They cut away and they come back to her and she's wearing a different color, courtroom suit.
Her skirt was suddenly brown in the back.
You got that, Sam?
Remind me, I saw
Might not be an easy one to
last
find.
night I caught.
You did?
Yep.
I love film flubs. I'm obsessed with them. We used to do drinking games with film flubs. You get a movie where there was a million of them, and you would call it. Sometimes we would call it before it happened, and you would get extra points for that. And we were fucking geeks.
What's like a classic movie that's got tons? If you're going to play that game,
it was the one with Michael J. Fox. What the fuck was the name of the movie? There was a million. He crashes into a picket fence.
Oh, that was very good.
Doc Hollywood?
Doc Holliday.
Doc Holliday has a million. Thank you.
Hollywood.
Doc Hollywood?
Doc Hollywood.
Yeah, Doc Hollywood. Sorry.
I like that movie.
But that film has a million of them.
Oh, really?
He crashes into a picket fence, and then they go back to the car, and all the stuff is off the hood of the car.
Really?
But initially, after the crash, it was on the car. Yeah,
Okay.
stuff like that. Yeah, but I love film flubs. It makes the movie fun. What did you see last night? In The Conjuring, they had one?
No. I was very...
Oh, did you see that?
Yeah, I saw it yesterday.
Was it good?
It was very scary. Very scary.
As scary as Insidious? It's the guy that did Insidious.
Oh, you know what's
Oh, we
funny?
talked about it yesterday,
I
Joe.
talked about that yesterday. That's not surprising that it's the same guy.
Okay.
And he also made the same mistake. I'm not going to say what, but...
I know what you mean already.
I will say, one of my favorite movies growing up was The Idolmaker with Ray Sharkey, where he plays this guy who discovers these young guys and makes them famous. And I forgot that I used to tape record Ray Sharkey's dialogue. Whenever there was profanity on TV, I would tape it.
Why?
Because I love profanity. I loved it growing up as a kid, because to me there was such strong expressions of thought. You know what I mean? God damn it! Like a guy who could say "God damn it" really well in a 1980 movie, like The Great Santee. That type of shit I would tape, and I loved it. I was tweeting as Chip while watching. I did a couple of fucking No, one video I backed off on. I did one video as I chip while I was watching The Idolmaker while Cesare was on stage.
Cesare.
Nobody remembers The Idolmaker?
No.
Yeah. I never heard of it.
The Idolmaker, Ray Sharkey?
I don't know who Ray Sharkey is.
Died of AIDS in '93, I think. I think AIDS. I should say I think.
I'm gonna look Ray Sharkey up.
Yeah. The Idolmaker was fucking good.
I got to get a movie list from you. You've seen a lot of movies that I haven't seen, and they seem like they're really good movies that just didn't get as much attention.
Well, this wasn't an amazing movie, but one of the things is he's making this teen idol, this guy Cesare, who was a waiter.
Right.
And he's changing his name to Cesare, and they're plastering posters all over. It's supposed to be the 50s. And then when you can see that they're plastering all these Cesare posters, and behind it I can see the razor blade, and I realize it's fucking British Steel by Judas Priest. They've just kind of put this over in 1980 fucking...
No kidding.
Yeah, I was like, you lazy fuckers.
You lazy fuckers. Was that the Film Club?
Mm-hmm.
He did die, HIV positive. What else was Ray Sharkey in? I've never heard of this.
I don't know, but this movie was on cable a lot, so I would fucking put my little fucking my recorder, my blue cassettes, and there were certain films I recorded, like Stir Crazy. This I would just record the some of the stronger, dirty lines from. I loved it.
Very cool.
You know, it's funny when I was. Oh, sorry.
No, go, Joe.
When I was little,
please. Let me get out of your way. I insist.
When I was little,
I missed you, Joe.
I missed you too.
All right, good.
When I was little, profanity used to bother me. It used to upset me a lot. And if I was watching
Really?
If I was like 6, 7 years old, if I was watching a movie with my mom and dad, and somebody would say "fuck," my stomach would drop. In the same way it would if you see something like visually shocking on TV, like very violent, you're not expecting it, that queasy feeling you get. I would get that same thing when I heard "fuck" when I was a kid. I'd make my mom turn the movie off.
What a douche.
I know. Well, I'm not saying it was cool.
baby.
Just, it's just the polar opposite of you.
I failed to see how, like, Injustice for All.
Wait, you changed your kitten tattoo.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I altered it.
Sorry, Jimmy.
No,
we'll
that's a
move on
big
to
one.
Hold on, we'll move on to the kitten tattoo, but say what you were going to say, Jimmy. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, dude, please. I don't even remember. It was something about language and recording Injustice for All. I would rather... What did you do?
It's still healing. That's why it's red like that.
Okay.
You can't take the abuse anymore?
No, it wasn't that. It was that...
People made fun of that tattoo, Joe.
I know they did, but...
And it looked like you wrote kitten on your forearm, but it was a George Carlin quote.
Right. And I didn't have a problem with the kitten thing or the people made fun of it. What I had a problem with was it was two really large, very hard, aggressive-looking Ks. And I honestly had a few people say to me, like, what is that, man, with this, like, is that Aryan? Or, like, almost... Like, and I just got self-conscious. I walked down the street and I noticed sometimes like black people like kind of stare at it like, what are those K's on his arm?
What was it originally?
KKTITN. Keep kicking them in the nuts.
With a period.
So
with a period, which drives
all
Jimmy
capital
nuts.
letters and a period.
I know. I didn't like the period. The period was a bad decision.
Of course it was.
I never thought of the KKK angle, though.
No, I would respect that more.
You were 1 K away from a nice beating.
Yeah.
I know. So what I did was to cover the K, we put lines on top of either side of it, and then he was
it got rid of the period, so Jimmy should be more comfortable.
And then he said we should put a line on the back, but the lines were coming out to here, and I said, you know what? It almost could look like a microphone if we put some mesh up there. So he did, and it's like a mat. And now it's kind of like an old
cigarette.
Wait, that's not the beginning of a, that's not the beginning of a cover-up. That's it.
That's it.
It doesn't look like a microphone.
It looks like a candy cigarette.
It doesn't look anything like a microphone.
No,
No,
it doesn't.
No,
No microphones are not that. Who are you, Bob Barker? No microphones.
That's what it's supposed. It's supposed to be like one of those old school mics.
I'm telling you, it doesn't look like a microphone.
Yes, it does.
No, it
Round
doesn't.
on top.
Yeah, just have it filled in and just say it's a black bar and it's for whatever.
Yeah.
Trayvon.
He failed making that into a microphone. I'm sorry, Joe.
Who did that?
How about we do this?
Bill Burr? Who did his fucking tattoo work?
It looks like a cigarette.
Get the interns in here. Do they know? Make sure they're not listening.
I'll find somebody who doesn't know.
Because you're not going to believe us. So I'm going to march people in here and ask them what it looks like.
I won't say anymore to not give it away. But honestly, when we were doing it, it was the part of it was supposed to be that was kind of abstract. I didn't want it to look like this picture of a thing.
Well, it
on my
worked.
arm.
Were you guys just listening to the show?
Yeah.
So you know what we're talking about?
A tattoo?
Yeah.
What does the tattoo look like? And be honest.
Well,
It's a cover-up for his kitten tattoo.
Most people see...
hold on. Sydney went,
It's like a ruler.
It's still healing. That's why it's red and scabby.
It looks like a ruler. What's it look like to you, Sydney?
Back home, we have this kid who gives himself tattoos at home, and it looks like that.
Those girls are terrific.
You look like that. You look
to
like
the table with something.
You look like a kid from Fort Myers who fucking gives himself tattoos.
Look
If it's a microphone, though, where's the,
the microphone is quality.
The head of the microphone.
Unless the kid spelled kitten.
It's
wait. All right, you didn't hear.
No?
Troy Kwan, who knows a bit about tattoos, obviously. Wow.
Troy got some good ones, man.
When are you going to do the neck tattoo? You're going there, aren't you?
I'm thinking about it.
I know you are. I could tell. I could just tell you're
I
going
did
to
the hand. That's a big move.
Yeah, you got full sleeves
week.
now. Holy
What are you
shit!
get an office job someday? You're never gonna. The blue hand is great. What is that?
It's like this is all old skateboard graphics.
Right.
This is Santa Cruz. This is Mark Gonzalez, Tony Hawk, Mike Vallely, Steve Caballero.
You really got good work, man.
Thanks.
Yeah, I love one of my favorites is the fucking.
You might want to introduce Joe DeRosa
cool,
to your tattoo guy.
the guy. Listen,
What do you think? What do you think of Joe's cover up?
That's a cover.
It's not a cover up though.
What does it look
All right,
like
don't
to you?
say what it is.
All right.
What does it look like to you?
Kitten? Something.
No, but what is the thing around it look like?
Now he's turning it into something else, and he really thinks that the guy did a good job.
No, but
Joe,
you're not explaining this right.
All right,
Yes, we are.
All right, it's
Before I get beat up by Bill Burr again for being nasty to you.
what?
Go
Are
ahead.
you kidding me?
It's all in fun, I think.
Stop it.
Go ahead, Joe.
Go ahead.
It's just it's not being turned into something else. I put a framing around the letters.
He was worried that it looked like a KKK.
It did.
Tattoo.
It was the Ks were too aggressive.
So
I went to a guy and he goes, "Look, we could soften it up a little bit. We could maybe add something to it to just kind of soften up the tattoo a little."
But it's not soft. It just has a border around it.
Well, he meant kind of take some of the emphasis off of the letters a little bit, just take some of the focus.
Well, first of all, it's still healing, so it's a little scabby, but it looks like the one side looks like honeycomb. like you know what I mean?
So you look like security at the honeycomb hideout.
We said it looked like a cigarette, but it's supposed to look like something. And he's mad. He thinks we're fucking with him.
At first, it looks like it just looks like kitten.
Okay.
You see the cigarette? Oh, that's a cigarette?
No, it's not a cigarette.
What
It's
do you
supposed to be
think it looks
something
like?
else. He's turning it into
Troy's
something
blue
else.
hand with a screaming mouth in it, which is perfectly done, and you got a rectangle wrong. You got to go to fucking Troy's guy.
You got to go to Troy's guy.
Yeah,
this is done, by the way. There's no more covering.
That's done.
It's a done tattoo.
Yeah. I got to introduce you to my tattoo artist.
I like this.
No, you don't.
What is it?
No, you don't.
It's supposed to be sort of just an abstract, old school mic.
Oh, now he adds the word abstract.
I said that earlier.
Did you?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be
Abstract, and it doesn't look like a microphone, I guess.
But it's supposed to, here's why the mic looks like that. When I first started recording music and stuff when I was in 5th grade. When I was in,
Look at Troy's face.
I hope you're
listening to you.
well, here, I'm going to explain. I used to have these little flathead mics from the 1960s that look like that. And I was like, oh, it's kind of, to me, it's like the first mic I ever used.
Well, maybe
like
you should have taken a picture of those mics and gave it to your tattoo
Maybe you
artist.
should walk around and tell everybody that as they're looking at your arm, like, what the fuck is that ruler honeycomb
You're
thing?
going to get tired of telling that story over and over again.
But here's my thing. I hear what you're saying. I don't give a fuck if anybody gets it or not. My point is once that's healed and whatever, I don't think you'd look at that and be like, what the fuck? You just be like, he's got some weird thing that I don't understand.
you would go, what
It
the
looked
fuck?
like there's something on the end that maybe you covered up.
Yeah, it's permanent.
Yeah, and tattoo laser removal is getting really good.
Yeah.
Now.
Is it really?
Yeah, I can
really
think
good.
of
You can have that
three
removed
that you want to have removed.
What do you mean by really good? Would you see scarring there, or the tattoo really faded
It
out?
really starts to fade out.
You barely could tell there was a tattoo over there?
Yeah, and if you keep doing it, it'll eventually go away, but it'll fade
kidding.
enough where you could cover it up. You could get something to cover it up.
Is it painful to do?
Yeah. It's
I heard
pretty
it
painful.
hurts like shit.
Yeah.
What do they do?
They basically go in and just break the pigment down, and then your body actually just starts flushing it out.
How do they break it down? With a needle?
No, with a laser.
Why does it hurt? Can't they numb it?
I'm sure they could, but when you go into that, when you start doing numbing, you have to have like a doctor's license to do stuff like that.
Oh, really?
So you just need a certain license
You gotta take the pain.
Yeah.
But there are people that can do both, right? Can they? Are people can numb it?
Yeah, there's a yeah. I mean, if they're certified in being able to do that.
Joe, let's talk about this. We think.
What's going on the other arm? Those are new too, huh?
This one's new. This one's old. I've had that one long.
What is the? Let's see.
This?
Yeah.
Stop getting tattoos.
Can you say that into the mic? It's a valid question.
I said that to remind you to stop getting tattoos.
See, she's terrific every time. Sid.
That was a good one.
That's a fucking home run, Sydney.
Yes, it was. It was. It hurt a little bit.
What is it supposed to be? The circle with the line.
It's a lot of things. Is there any
I'm
way
just
I'm going to
asking.
explain this and not just get trashed
All right.
from front to back?
But the locations are even awful. Like
Your locations
forearm is
make
one
everyone
thing,
uncomfortable.
But one is like off center on the forearm. One is under the fucking crook of the elbow.
That
What?
tattoo looks like it's slipping off his bicep.
What's off center? This one?
Yeah, no, the other one, the fucking kitten honeycomb.
Cigarette,
Center?
microphone,
Just
abstract.
Were you drunk when you got those?
No. No.
You were fully aware of what you were doing.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
This is coming from a man of sleeves.
Here's the.
Can you explain that tattoo, the new one?
I can. This is the newest one.
All right, but
How
the
about
one.
other, the circle with a line through it.
I can explain all these. This one was fine. It worked. It was what I wanted. It looked the way I
Zappa
wanted. Yeah, it was exactly what I wanted. It was perfect. It was exactly what I wanted.
Right on.
This one, with the letters, that's
Kitten.
being scrutinized. Yeah. Yes. This one, the tattoo artist was supposed to. I was new to tattoos. And the tattoo artist was supposed to select all these fonts, and we're supposed to work through it together and all this stuff. She never did any of the work. She showed up 40 minutes late for the appointment. I was panicking, and I just was like, fuck it, just do this font, please. And then I regretted it.
Where were you going to that you needed a permanent tattoo done quickly?
Why wouldn't you at that point just leave and go, okay, it doesn't feel right. Take a week.
It was because it was impulsive, and it was stupid. It was a bad decision.
And you weren't fucked up?
No.
How much did she charge you for that?
Like $100.
See, you're trying to be a skinflint. You're trying to save money. Are you a cheapskate?
No, it's a nice shop that she worked. I can't name it because it's going to sound slanderous or whatever. But it's a nice shop. Like they work on a lot of reputable people, I'd say. You know.
So was it? She knew they were breaking her in with you?
No, she just fucking didn't
Stunk.
do what the fuck she was supposed to do. You know, like. Yeah,
Would you tolerate that, Troy?
No.
Look at Troy's letters on taking care of business, just like Elvis had.
Troy, do you have one bad tattoo on you?
I
that you
have
could
a couple
even point
shitty ones
to?
on my legs that I got when I was a kid. But like I
But
just
look
stopped
at the
going
work
to.
on. Look at the work on Troy.
Yeah, well, this guy is just insane.
Impressive.
I had to book this appointment for last September for like now. This guy Justin Weatherholtz at Kings Avenue. He's awesome.
Is
You
he
book it
that-
a year out?
Yeah,
Jesus.
but I knew I was going to do my forearm, so I wanted him to do it. That's
How
why
much did that cost? That blue hand?
I did it all like it's basically like $200 an hour, and I've had it paid off for a while. So
So wait a minute, you had to book this. What's his name?
Justin Weatherholtz,
He's really great.
he's amazing. Yeah, he's at Kings Avenue Tattoo.
Do people know him?
He's getting a big name for himself. Yeah, he's on Instagram. You can check out his work on there.
People have to book a year in advance?
Yeah.
I should get a tattoo.
You should. He would hook it up for you too. He would take care of you.
Really?
Yeah.
What's that?
No, it can in Fort Myers.
Oh, good. Yeah, get a
What kind of
look.
tattoo would Jim Norton get?
I don't know. Something really cool. Like maybe,
An Aussie tattoo.
yeah. But without the
Aussie
disdain.
tattoo.
Yeah, that was Rochester loathing.
You hear that?
An Aussie tattoo.
Tattoo.
I would probably
That
get.
sounded like Kensington to me.
Yeah, she was right. I'd probably get like a fucking eagle flying over a sun.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah.
See, I could do that
fucking
one.
Probably the
Fuck
devil.
yeah.
Devil giving a thumbs up.
Right.
You fly sometime.
I know.
That big delicious cock's about to spill out into some lucky mouth.
I add you to the list of people that have failed the test.
That's
Why are
right.
you looking at my crotch, Joe DeRosa?
How do you miss it?
Because you went up and then the fucking buttons are flaring.
I get
notice.
lazy.
You get the button flies flaring.
I button most of
Is this
them.
really that bad? Really?
Yeah, it's kind of bad, Joe.
Compared
to Troy
what?
Kwan?
Yeah.
How about we do that? We'll get both of you guys some followers on Twitter today.
No,
Both of you put your arms out.
No, I know,
Yes.
I know. I know it's gonna get trashed. Look, in the guy that I went to is actually very, very good. In his defense, he didn't have a lot to work with here because he wanted to do
but you
a
can't
framing around and everything. I was like, don't. I just want to keep it streamlined, very simple.
But there's nothing in that says the guy's good.
No, it's not good.
Huh? Well, he didn't do this part. He just put lines on it. You know,
Right.
That's what I asked him to
And
do.
explain the new one. You still haven't.
This is a lot of different things. This is still healing, too. This is a lot of different things. This is sort of a tribute to Bad Religion. It's a symbol to me, an agnostic. It's sort of my concept on life of kind of not believing in a lot of things, not subscribing to a lot of things. It sort of just means a bunch of different things. See?
Troy's shaking his head, though.
What? They're your tattoos. You can do
Why don't you like this one?
Just say it, Troy.
I mean,
it's okay. I'm not going to be offended.
I mean, they're just not my thing, but...
They're very basic. You go for a very basic tattoo.
And you have light skin tone, so you could have real nice color.
I know, but the problem is you have a much, much, much nicer body than I do. So when you went like color and stuff
shitty
on
tattoos
me,
on a shitty body.
It was red, and it looked like nicer, and then it just doesn't look right. Like I look better with just.
It looked like Ghostbusters. Tell everybody why. That's why. So it wasn't that it didn't look nice. People thought his statement about atheism was a Ghostbusters tattoo.
He's obsessed with Ghostbusters.
Joe's trying to make a social statement, and they think it's a fucking giant marshmallow movie reference.
And they're just thinking about Ray Parker Jr.
Yeah. Boom, 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 boom. That's why.
I like Ghostbusters, too.
Exactly. Your pale palette of a body is perfect, Joe.
You got a kitten tattoo and a Ghostbusters tattoo.
Exactly.
Oh, fuck. I don't know what to do.
Redo it. Redo it. You could redo all that. They're not beyond repair.
If he likes it, then fuck it.
He doesn't like it. He hates them, and he's trying. This is the conversation he has in the mirror. It's like an old school fucking microphone. It's not.
Well, what do I do with this?
I told you exactly. Lop your arm off
and then have it removed.
I'm not having it removed. No fucking way.
Why?
Have it at least lightened it, then do something over top of it.
Why don't you get a picture of Carlin's face tattooed?
What does the kitten mean? Like, what is that?
It was a George Carlin quote.
I met George Carlin. He said, keep kicking them in the nuts, and then that's why there's a microphone kind of around it.
So why wouldn't you do like a cool, maybe like a Carlin portrait, and maybe have like a banner underneath it that said that? Or something like...
Yeah, why not?
I didn't think of that.
Or why don't you have
Joe's face was like just the classic, like... Oh, I wish I thought of it.
How about, you want to make a statement? How about you have shit, piss, cunt, fuck, cocksucker, motherfucker, and tits tattooed on your forehead?
Because he said that
with the period.
Oh, he did. He probably said it to everybody.
He did. No, that was his advice.
He never said that to me. We had a real conversation. But to you, keep kicking him in the nuts. He didn't know what you did.
But yeah, you could have done like a cool banner.
How long did you talk to him?
I talked to him for like 7 minutes one day.
We're
on
all
the phone.
huge George Carlin.
On the phone. You didn't need him. How did you talk to him on the phone?
How did that happen?
He was on my friend's radio show, and I called up. I was like one of the only callers because nobody listened to the show. And I talked about comedy. I said, "You're my idol." And you know what?
Said you should have did it with a phone instead of a microphone. Because you talked to him on the phone.
Exactly.
That would make more sense.
You got to get a picture of you. You would have yourself tattooed, sitting by a window, staring at it on the phone.
Or you should take an old school telephone and strangle yourself.
Oh,
Joe, we don't mean to go down this road every time you're here.
Yeah, but you got new work.
We really don't mean to do this.
Look,
I even say to myself, just be nice to the guy today.
It's hard, though, isn't it?
It is, because you were shaking your head like, what the fuck is that? I know what you were doing.
There's something that for some reason doesn't feel mean about it. I don't know why.
Okay, good. Because I don't want it to come across mean. No, I really don't. Because I really like
it's
you.
Not. It's
and you know that.
It makes me laugh genuinely. But like, here's the thing: is honestly, Troy, without be honest, without going for a joke. I'm not saying you've been going for a joke, but I'm really asking.
No, he hasn't. But
do you really think this is irreparable, other than just getting it removed, in your opinion? Because to me, I don't give a fuck if anybody gets it or not. I don't like people asking me what it means. I don't like talking about it. It's there for me. So if it can just look like an interesting sort of abstract design on my arm, that's all I care about.
Joe, can I just got some intel.
Good.
From the great Eric Nagel.
What?
The great Eric Nagel.
Okay.
Oh. He just texted me. Is this real?
Yeah, it's real.
George Carlin signed a picture for the great Eric Nagel, also known as E-Rock.
What's it say?
Hey, Eric, kick him in the nuts.
George Carlin says, keep kicking them in the nuts.
Yeah, I know that was his thing
yours
that he
just
said to
says
everybody.
yours just says kick him in the nuts. But can you imagine if you had that? Then you could have tattooed the whole statement on your arm that he wrote out.
Before I got the tattoo, I watched an interview where they said, "What advice do you give young comedians?" And he said, "I always tell them keep kicking them." I knew that he said that to everybody.
But Eric's not a young comedian.
What do you want from me? I knew what I was getting into. It wasn't like I was like, that was my special moment with George. I knew that's...
He said the same thing to you as he did to the guy that likes Legos.
Exactly.
Did you just want a tattoo and you're like, all right, this works?
Float.
Or did you really think about it?
Floats.
No, I thought about it.
In his
Did
cup.
they put like the outline on it before they did it, and you still went through with it?
No, the outline came later after the abuse that he got from everybody.
Listen, I'll take a trashing from you, and you, not from these two. I refuse to take these girls that just walked out of study hall.
It's a fair question.
Phones over here.
It's a fair question. The girls know.
I got a tattoo, and I thought about it for at
What's
least
your
a
tattoo?
year.
And they're co-hosting today.
Oh,
wow, you went for a big tramp stand.
For my grandmother. I thought about it for a while.
Wait, turn around.
Let's look at that.
Yeah, it's nice.
That's a big tramp stand.
Yeah, it's good. It's a bunch of birds,
Well, that's what they call them.
Carrots, whatever they're sitting on.
That's from your grandma?
That's for my grandmother, yeah. I
What do
got
you
her
mean?
initials down on the bottom.
Where's the initials? I didn't see the
Oh,
initials.
I thought she did the tattoo.
So
What's the initial?
LBM.
LBM.
No, I'm not even going to check that.
Yeah.
It's good work,
Make
though.
your grandma proud.
Did he go to Weeze's shop?
Yeah, LBM right over the thing. That
No.
could stand for long bowel
This
movement.
is before we...
It's a good tattoo. Very
My
nice.
grandmother's more
You're
proud than
just
your
saying that.
grandmother.
You're just saying that that's a good
Wow,
tattoo.
she's getting pissed.
What happened?
Ooh.
My grandmother's more happy than your grandmother about your tattoo.
Oh, fuck. The Rochester
Guess what
closet.
never happened to my grandma? She never had a load drizzled over her, getting fucked doggy style.
And by the way, and that's not true, Joe, she did. and not by white men.
Wow, Joe.
What?
You're our co-host today.
I'm just joking.
It's all right.
I'm just joking.
You're offending a passed away grandma? Was your grandmother passed away?
Too far.
My grandma's dead too.
Yeah, but that was different. She deserved it.
Wow, that went too far,
Jesus,
Joe. We're just trying to learn radio.
Just trying to have fun, tease your tattoo.
We'll have a little fun.
Welcome to the playing field.
You're a seasoned comic. What are you doing?
Exactly.
They're just trying to learn about radio.
Exactly. Why
see
don't you
this?
try to help them out?
This is what
This
Bill
is
Burr
divide
talks
and
about.
conquer.
This is what Bill
what he
talks about
does.
right here, though.
This is what he does.
This is
Divide
what Bill
and
talks
conquer.
about.
He pushed me to say that mean thing about your tattoo, and now he's going to go, it's so mean. And he's going to, and he's still instigating you to say mean things to me?
Don't give away my tricks. I got tricks.
Yeah.
Listen, in all honesty,
Can you take that
is a
statement
nice
back?
tattoo.
It's fine.
But here's the
Can you
thing.
take back the load thing? That was a little too far.
Yeah, low
You don't have to.
drizzle.
You don't have to.
Yeah,
It's a joke.
drizzle.
I understand.
Drizzle. That implies that somebody was actually just pumping their thing. The load was drizzling.
This is falling out of the penis.
Yeah,
Jesus,
drizzling.
Joe,
Not
there's a
shooting.
better way to fucking put that.
Yeah.
All right, shooting jizz. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Like I would probably get welcome to the Jim Norton show, everyone, on my arm.
Why would you get that?
Because if we want things that George Carlin said, like, why wouldn't I get that?
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Oh, it's the sketch we did for Tough Crowd.
Oh.
At the end of the,
Jimmy really didn't want to mention it.
At the end of the sketch,
He didn't
when
really
I
want to
interrupt,
mention it.
I interrupt and I say, I love the 7 dirty words that you never can hear on television. He goes, you want to hear 7 more dirty words you'll never hear on television? Welcome to the Jim Norton show, everyone. And then he
That's really funny.
Oh, it was great. Then he called me and Colin cocksucking motherfuckers, and that ended the sketch. It was really delightful.
You should have got that on your arm.
No, funny, not on the phone. It was in front of a studio audience. George was dressed like a priest, and I was dressed like an altar boy.
He said so much stuff to us, I wouldn't even know where. I don't have enough room on my body for George Carlin tattoos. We had him on, I think, 3.
Cape Fear.
Dude, we had him on 3 times.
Wow.
Beautiful Mind on my back. Because he was on 3 times? At least twice.
I was with him once. I was only with him once.
And he would do an hour every time. Like it was nothing.
Oh, what happened? Oh, Joe would call. That's all right.
Why don't you make that into a tattoo?
No, you should have that whole radio conversation on. So it should be your caller number 5, and then keep kicking him in the nuts.
Oh, Joe.
God, this was worth the drive-in today.
Joseph.
What do I do? Now, wait. Troy never answered the question. What now?
I think you got some cool tattoos.
If it was if that was it, and whatever, would you look at it and go, "Oh, that's bad," or we just go, "It just does nothing for me. I don't even get the point."
I mean, it's
Troy,
just
don't
black
hold
outline,
back.
and there's nothing. What's that?
Don't hold back. From
Tell
1
you're
to
helping
10,
him.
is that a good tattoo?
But honestly,
From 1 to
without
10,
any
rate
of
that
the,
tattoo.
Look, it's your tattoo. It's if it means something to you, it means something to you. I think you could have done something a little more creative with it.
He offered to do something much more creative, and I was like, it's too elaborate. I can't do it.
No.
The guy
What did he offer to
it.
do besides cover everything that you have?
He was like, look, he was like, why don't we just put, and he put like a design and colors and stuff around it, and then kind of framed it. It was just it's too much. I like things that look classic and like very streamlined.
So instead, you went with a classified FBI document, like they were covering up a word that we're not allowed to fucking look at.
You should let my guy cover that.
Yeah, you really should. Or any guy cover that.
Yeah.
With his
It looks like a fucking barcode. It looks like you're buying an arm.
There you go.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know what I would get it covered with, but
anything.
Anything at this point.
But the problem is there's so much black.
Yeah, I mean, you got to go darker and bigger.
Yeah,
That's the thing. I don't want to, goddamn,
Then get it lasered.
I've seen better work carved into a tree.
But you still haven't answered my question.
Yeah, that's why you got to get a heart.
Would you look at it and go, that's about to do, or would you look at it and just go, I don't get the point of that? Because there's a difference in those two statements.
But see, I worked in a tattoo shop for many years, so I'm very judgmental of people's tattoos. I would not like that tattoo. I would personally wouldn't understand it.
I think the tattoo is so bad that it's not even open for discussion.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm serious.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Let me
I'm
see. Maybe it's
serious,
not that
Joe.
bad. Yeah, Opie's right.
Especially because Troy's in here. Troy's got some really amazing pieces on his arm.
Troy has fucking Michelangelo working on his arm.
Yeah, I'm not a tattoo guy, but I mean, you got to respect that. That's some good work right there.
Troy's work
really
on his
good
arm,
work.
actually, and I don't really give a fuck about tattoos, but his stuff is, I actually walk in and say, like, fuck, that's great work.
It's incredible, but that's also Troy's personality. Like, that kind of stuff, that's not who I am.
No, it doesn't have to be.
Your personality is dull?
Yeah. Boring, dull.
No,
you're not, though,
Black
Joe.
and white.
It could be something. It could be simple. I understand what Joe wants. He wants to go for simple. He's not looking for Ozzy has thanks tattooed in the middle of his palm. Like, it doesn't have to be a fucking genius tattoo.
All right, so what would you do with that?
I would cover it and start over. I would
what do you
laser
cover that
it. I would laser it off.
Oh, fuck that.
And
It
put a little
hurts.
bit of. So what? You fucking get it numbed and you deal with it.
But you can laser just part of it off.
All you can do is lighten it up.
Yeah.
And then you could, if you like, kick him in the nuts. If that means something to you, get a cool banner that says it. Get like a silhouette of a microphone. You could do a portrait of George Carlin. You could do. There's so much you could do with that idea, but it doesn't have to just be, kind of like. I don't even know. It's like Auschwitz victims had like the numbers tattooed on them like that.
Absolutely, yeah. Maybe you get a picture of Oscar Schindler or a little red dress.
Like, getting this turned into some kind of like if you sort of did a stained glass, like if you took the lines here and added more lines with it, you could do it to make it even more confusing
and not even know what's going on.
Yes.
Because like that does not look like a microphone.
A stained glass? What is it? What are you doing, Joe? You're fucking coming apart at the seams.
This could be a blob on your arm.
Yeah, exactly.
Black blob.
I could put a hat on every letter so they look like fucking people in the 50s.
Oh, God damn it. I like it.
All right.
You don't like it.
Then we're proud.
I did until 20 minutes
We're
ago.
helping you.
Why are you hiding all your tattoos now?
I felt great about it. This
Exactly.
one's getting trashed.
Why?
Well, it's
Boom, 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 boom.
Ghostbusters.
Yeah, I mean...
Yeah.
You would think by now, E-Rock would have snuck in a little Ray Parker Jr.
No, why
for
would he? He's
everybody.
busy in there fucking looking at his Ultimate Warrior picture. I know.
Did he get an Ultimate Warrior picture?
Not only did he not get one,
Why?
Roland went out of his way to get one just so he could text it to Eric.
Oh, you didn't go to the big interview, Eric?
What happened with Ultimate Warrior?
He's dead.
Sam got to...
He's been dead forever, though.
He's not dead. He's been alive.
The Ultimate Warrior's dead. The original guy
I just
died.
talked to him yesterday.
He did die. He was probably fucking 6 years ago.
All right, well, then maybe I should go get an in memoriam tattoo.
No, the new Ultimate Warrior's alive. The
Right.
second guy.
The new
The
guy.
original guy died.
Yeah, I probably won't get my wrestling information from you.
Listen, there's two things I know, Sam, wrestling and tattoos. Now, wait a minute, the fucking Ultimate Warrior died, man.
He didn't die, Joe.
The Ultimate Warrior is alive. I talked
What's
to him
he do
yesterday.
now?
He's the Ultimate Warrior. He licenses himself out and does signings, and
Who died then?
lots of people are dead.
Yes. Hopefully you're a tattoo artist.
I knew this was coming, by the way.
Why? To photograph your fucking ankles?
I knew
Oh,
this
my
was fucking
God.
coming.
What happened?
Oh, this fucking horrible, like a doll foot. Fucking DeRosa has like an awful doll. What does that look like? Those terrible fucking sneakers.
Wait, let me see your sneakers.
You said they look like Gilligan shoes last time. They're Vans. God, guys, Jesus Christ. Can I fucking sit for 2 minutes?
It's more your ankles that bother me, not the pants.
I think the shoes are fine.
I like the shoes.
Yeah.
I
The
like
tattoo's
shoes.
not good. But
Yeah, maybe you can get a pair of sneakers tattooed.
I like your tattoo.
Thank you very much.
Hey, can I ask the lady something?
Sure.
Yes, you may.
You know that Jeff Bridges is in a movie with Ryan Reynolds?
I know, I heard. I'm very jealous.
Did you get a picture of Jeff Bridges?
No, I didn't. He was sitting in Travis's office with the door shut.
What do you think of Ryan Reynolds?
I'm in love with Ryan Reynolds.
He was here once.
Was he?
Yeah.
I'd marry him in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
Except he's married to Blake Lively.
And you have a
She's
fellow.
so hot.
You can't marry
beautiful.
him. You have somebody. You can't cheat with Ryan Reynolds.
Is that your one?
Actually,
Oh, that stupid bit.
I love Ryan.
What's yours? And then you go around the room. Well,
Who would your wife let you just have one night with?
And then you always creep everybody out. You just name a child.
that's my pass. That's my pass. Is it? Shut up.
Who's the best chick? Who's the chick in Hollywood that you would just give anything?
Probably Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah.
Really?
I think she's the sexiest, yeah.
That's a biggie
She's
right there.
juicy, man. Fucking love her.
Yeah, she's great. She's
Yeah.
great. She's great. She's fucking hot. Mine used to be Marissa Tomei, but
Oh, my God. Really?
she's a little. I mean, I don't think
Yeah,
she's old.
I could
but
never come just thinking of Pause Attraction. That fucking my cousin Vinny.
Pause Attraction.
Pause Attraction on the cars.
Fucking Scarlett Johansson's pretty goddamn hot though,
She's
man.
fucking juicy. Her fucking leg. She's like a woman, man. Oh,
Mine used to be Drew Barrymore, but I guess that dates me.
She's
There was
still
a
hot,
time
though.
she was ridiculous.
Alicia Silverstone was one of the ones I liked her. I thought she was really sexy.
Yeah.
She was as ripe as it got at one point. Remember how hot Liv Tyler was? Oh my God.
Oh yeah.
She was like.
I would say I was never like at least Scarlett Johansson's ass. She's this juicy, pale ass cheeks. Oh, and I fucking spank her. It's very naughty.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Fucking.
Her breasts are bud-like too.
Oh, they're fucking
They got
heavy.
nice buds. Sorry.
That's probably what she says. She probably puts something in your face and says, "Suck my weighty bosoms."
That looks
Sounds
bud-like.
like something Judi Dench would say.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Like early spring, those buds that come in.
Remember, so back in the day when Madeline Stowe was
I
just
loved Madeline
fucking
Stowe.
righteous.
Wait, give me a picture of Madeline Stowe.
Oh,
She was in
dude.
Unlawful Entry with fucking Michael. With
Ray Liotta.
Ray Liotta.
I want to be wrong, Joe.
Oh, dude,
Madeline
she was-
Stowe was very fucking.
I got to see a picture. I don't.
She was
I'm
right.
just laughing at the name and.
Yeah, she was.
Oh
she
yeah,
was
she
great.
was
Let me
always
see her.
ridiculously sexy. Not so
That's
much
her
right
now.
there. Go back a little bit.
She's like 50. She
No,
looks
she
great.
still looks all right.
Yeah, I would still fucking suck her toes. She was lovely.
There the white dress one is like her and her,
Where?
like that's like prime Madeline Stowe.
Yeah, she was hot, man. She had
Oh.
a great body.
Her, Barbara Hershey was fucking smoking.
Who else? Jill Clayburgh. Don't you-
What? Come on.
What do you mean? What's wrong with me?
You come up with the strangest names.
What? You're with me for fucking Madeline Stowe. You're not
I
with
know,
no
no,
Barbara
but
Hershey.
you're going
All right, let's
farther
go
and
Barbara
farther
Hershey.
back.
No, Hershey is.
Nah, I don't think.
No, that's her. That's her now.
No,
with
I
plastic
know,
surgery.
but I remember her from. Nah. No.
Beaches?
Nah, not
She's lying on that deathbed.
Yeah, who else? Charo.
Who else? Who else, Joe? Give us one more.
Fucking. Who else from back in the day?
Fucking.
Susan Sarandon was great.
Ah,
back in the day.
Sucks.
Jesus Christ. Another broad that was always
She was
overrated.
I wouldn't even let her jerk
Always
me off
overrated.
after Rocky Horror. She was
All right.
fucking terrible.
Goldie Hawn back in the day.
I would maybe eat her box after Seems Like Old
Oh
Times.
Jesus.
Seriously.
What's wrong with eating box,
1980.
Joe?
Huh?
Pardon my language.
But I mean, maybe you tell me you wouldn't have
She's
banged.
cute. She's like, in Private Benjamin. She was cute.
All right,
That
you're
doesn't
right,
turn
you're
me
right.
Her
on.
daughter's way
How
hotter.
about the sergeant in Private
Yeah,
Benjamin?
fucking Eileen Bremis. Yes.
We met.
That's not.
Wait,
is that no, that's a comic.
No, Eileen Bremis is a comedian. I know. Her name is similar to that.
It is Eileen something.
Wait, I met Kate Hudson in Boston. Me and Aunt were doing a broadcast up there. Jimmy, you went to that one?
I did. Well, I was with Chris Robinson.
Chris Robinson, and I said the douchiest thing after meeting her.
Who'd you meet?
Kate Hudson.
Oh,
Like
she's
she was in her early 20s, and I said, she's like an angel.
God, you
I've never lived that
fucking
down.
Ew, did you say
Yeah.
that?
Yeah. And we were all excited because we were drinking beers, and she goes, "Guys, can I have one?" And we almost all came.
That would be douchey.
Do you
even
remember
if she
that?
was dead with wings.
I know. Gotta throw myself under the bus too.
Brennan.
I said she's like an angel. Ugh.
Oh, my
Exactly.
God.
Terrible.
Can't look at the girls.
Terrible. Even if she played for the Angels.
I can't look at the girls.
Terrible.
Opie, did time stop when you saw her?
Oh, God.
I saw her, my heart
It's the
skipped a
worst,
beat.
Joe.
Did time stop long enough for you to take a load across your
It
back?
was so bad. Oh, God.
Who else was good back in the fucking day, dude?
Well, the day you're talking about is obviously the early 70s.
Exactly.
The 80s and 90s. This is in the 80s and 90s.
How old is, which one is this again?
Barbara Hershey.
How old is Barbara Hershey?
Barbara Hershey was like fuckable in 1976. That's when you want to fuck her.
I don't think she was.
On Beaches was like 87.
How old's Barbara Hershey?
Barbara Hershey's 65 years old.
So
That's pretty much the
She's a
70s.
fucking old lady.
You know the way I like it.
Barbara Hershey can fucking go jump in a lake. She's too old. Helen Mirren.
Joe likes old broads.
I'd bang Helen Mirren right now.
Nah, I would say
Attractive.
No,
old
I mean
broad.
old broads, like Helen Mirren old.
After Caligula, I'd bang her.
He
She was
made out
hot
with a
then.
60. How old was she again, Joe?
60.
Ew.
He made out with a 60-year-old. And this is a few years back now too. How old were you, Joe?
We know where the Drizzle the Load reference came from.
How old were you?
28.
Oh, Joe.
Ooh.
Who was she?
She was some lady. She came to a show.
That's, by the way, never how you want to start a pussy story. She was some lady.
And I think he's pumping. I think he's pumping down the number too. Because how old was she really?
I think she was 60.
What
Honestly,
happened?
A little older, I bet.
I would not.
Yes.
I would not deflate the number. The number only makes the story even better.
You were in a hospital. She was vomiting outside the chemo ward. What happened?
Yeah, what if she was
Bra was
lying? What if
uneven.
she was older?
She came to a show with a bunch. She was an airline stewardess.
Oh, no.
She was an airline
An
stewardess.
old airline stewardess.
And she,
You know she had corns on her feet from standing all the time.
She had an Eastern Airlines hat on. Fucking, I worked for Braniff when they started, honey.
Oh, Joe.
Oh, fucking terrible.
she fucking.
All the fucking abuse from takeoff and landing that body has taken.
How bad were the hands when she was jerking you off?
Decades of takeoff
Fine.
and landing.
Her body was
turbulence.
terrific. She probably had some work done, but her body was really nice, actually.
Yeah.
I didn't have sex with her. We just
What'd you
kind of
do?
made out outside of a bar.
Did she jerk you off?
She like grabbed my dick over the pants. Like we were outside. We were like against the wall in
Why
front
don't
of
you
a
take her to
bar.
the car or something?
I didn't have a car. I was in New York. I didn't
You
have a car.
threw a 60-year-old broad up against a wall?
She was into it, dude.
Classy dame like that?
Break
She was
a hip.
fucking into it.
Yeah, great.
Here's the funny
She's
part.
good. She's good. I was going to go with back. She went hip. Hip
She
is
is.
much better.
Yeah,
though.
she's good.
Yeah.
Here's the funny.
good.
Here's the funny. Well, not the funny part, but whatever. I had just signed with my first manager, and I remember he came to meet me at the bar. I was out with her, and the first thing my manager ever saw me do was make it out with a 60-year-old woman.
Oh, awful. They tried to get you an audition for Harold and Maude.
They're remaking Harold on Broadway. Yeah. So she just came in with a bunch of other stewards.
60-year-olds.
It really sounds like a story from the 50s.
Oh, that's funny. She went home and fucked Sully Sullenberger. How terrible is that?
Wow.
And they were all single, and I went after her.
Of course they were.
And she was like, "What are you doing? These chicks are like 22 years old." And I was like, "Nah, I want to hook up with you." Ugh. I wanted to see what it was like. I wanted to. I was very turned on by the idea of she was so much older. I think it's admirable.
No, old lady breath would drive me crazy.
She didn't have it. I swear to God.
You know what an old lady's mouth tastes like when you kiss them? It's just like
Mothballs.
old shit. I wouldn't mind like a woman a little older than me, but that even I'm at 44 now. I don't even like them in my age group, much less fucking older.
But here's-
60, they can fuck off.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing. She was Helen Mirren 60. She wasn't 60 like. But so at least give me that much in the story.
I understand
See what I'm
that.
saying?
Like Helen Mirren, I met once, and she was really, very pretty for an older woman. Like for a woman that age, I get the attraction to her, but I just couldn't do it. All the history and the fucking charm bracelet and it would drive me nuts. Drive me nuts.
And you know there's gray hair in weird places.
Oh my God, yeah, leg
that you
hair.
just can't get to anymore.
She'd take out her teeth before or put them in a...
Whoa!
No, we didn't.
Yeah, she kiss you.
You gonna let her do that?
Nailed it. Nailed it. Such a motherfucker.
You gonna let her do that to you?
What's the matter with you?
Yeah.
Your whole fucking family's rats. You're all fucking rats.
Did you kiss her
You're
neck?
really trying to do fucking Goodfellas over here.
No.
You know what old lady sweat tastes like on her neck? Remember you kiss your grandmother on her fucking cheek? And that old lady sweat. Did she taste like that?
No. She was as hot as you could be for 60 years old. Like
exactly.
She's not.
It's not at all.
I tried to.
I'd rather fuck a 40-year-old guy.
No shit.
I tried to open kiss my grandma once. I didn't know.
Why?
I didn't know any better, and then she told me to close my mouth.
Yes, and then get out from under her skirt.
I don't know why. I was young. I didn't know. I didn't know you'd. I didn't know you kiss your grandma, differently than you kiss your dad. All right, listen, we're going to Montreal. We should announce this next week.
Yes, and Joe will be up there.
You're going to be doing our show next week, I guess.
I would love to do it. I didn't even know you guys were going to be up there.
I know. No one knows. That's why we got to finally announce it.
We like to announce 5 days before. So why
well,
would
it doesn't matter because we're also learning we're broadcasting from a conference room, so it doesn't even matter if we announce this.
That stinks.
We want to, meet some people.
We have to change that.
When we hit the road, we like meeting people.
A bunch of the guys are going to be up there.
Yeah, it's going to be two great shows next Thursday and Friday in Montreal at the Hyatt. But
Bobby will be up there.
But they got us into
the conference room.
Colin's going to be up there.
Colin will be up there doing his show. I'm doing a TV show on the 28th.
I think
Whitney Cummings is hosting it.
Oh, no, I'm doing something that Jeff Ross is hosting.
No,
I was going to say I thought you might have been hosting the thing I was doing.
No, this is like the Canadian HBO show.
Whoa, very cool. So we'll be up there next Thursday and Friday in a conference room. So I don't even know why we're announcing it. But it will be, two really good radio shows.
We got to get some fans in to watch. It really is dull just to sit in a conference room, look at fucking hotel conference walls. And
why a conference room? I remember years ago I went up there to see Wheeze. He was at the Montreal Comedy Festival. He was in the middle of the lobby.
I was with
you.
So
people were coming and going. It was perfect. We want that kind of vibe, not a conference room.
We were off the air.
It'll be good. It'll be like a conference, but it'll be like a business meeting, but with a little fun,
Yeah, absolutely.
No fun comes from a conference room. I've been fired in conference rooms.
But don't they mean like it'll be like a big room with seats where they can fit a nice crowd and everything? They don't mean like a little fucking.
There's no crowd.
Really?
Yeah.
No, why would
no, Joe.
It's
legit. It's a conference room.
Yeah.
No, I know, but I'm saying I would think it would be I'm surprised that that you guys even have to take care of the crowd issue. I would have thought that would have been the whole fucking point was to do a show with an audience.
We got to find a better place to broadcast.
Because for me, insurance was an issue, but I found out I'm going to be okay with that.
Sure.
Yeah.
That was good.
Oh, that's cool that you guys are being up there. That's exciting, man. It's nice to,
sounds it.
Yeah, come to the conference room?
Yeah,
we'll save you a seat in the conference room.
I'll be there.
We'd rather have
the
an
long
audience.
table.
We can get ribbons to put outside the door.
God, what is he doing down there?
What are you talking about?
I haven't bitched in a while.
Who?
I turned over a new fucking.
Well, let's ask him. Maybe we didn't pitch our case
we need a better
strongly
place.
enough. We need to ask Gary. And I'll ask him. Maybe he would be willing to work with that.
Broadcasting from the Hyatt Montreal on Thursday and Friday of next week from 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. We're giving the comics another hour to wake the fuck up with special guest comedians stopping by. So,
Sweet.
Finally making it into Canada.
Can I plug some shows?
Yeah, Joe.
I have to do the same thing.
I'm at Gotham Comedy Club this Friday and Saturday night, 5 shows. Please come out this Friday and Saturday night.
Okay.
You're also, Joe is at Atlantic City at the Revel Casino, which I've never been to.
Oh, yeah.
And that's the end of August. I'm sorry. Joe will be in Austin. Cap City's a great comedy club.
Great room.
It's old school, man. It's like written in block letters on the front. It looks like it's going to be terrible until you walk in, and the vibe is fucking amazing.
So why don't you like the block letters on DeRosa's forearm?
Exactly. Maybe that's what you should get. Fucking Cap City Comedy Club.
Because nothing amazing comes after these letters. That's basically where it fucking
period.
stops.
The period drives Jimmy nuts.
I have one. I'm working with Amy and Artie Lang and Dave Attell this Saturday. Our early show is sold out. The late show, there might be tickets available in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. And I'll be on Leno with I'm going to be here tomorrow. But I'm doing a segment. Amy's actually a guest. But we'll be on Leno together on...
That's pretty cool.
Nice.
Yeah, I love doing stuff with Amy. We did Jeslyn together. She's
what day is that?
Hilarious. Thursday. We're going to be on Thursday night, and then I fly home. There's a huge birthday surprise planned for me Friday. And I'm doing the Gathering of the Juggalos this year. Yeah, and they're coming in. We got them in the 23rd, next Tuesday, I think. I can't wait.
They're
to have
coming
those
in.
guys in. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What are they going to do for us?
They'll just hang out. They're fucking
Yeah,
maniacs.
Fuck yeah.
They're cool dudes, man. They're fucking. They're going to be very entertaining.
They're going to be fucking awesome.
You think so, right?
But they got to
Yeah.
do shit.
No, they don't got to do shit. You got to be down with the clown.
I'm down with the clown.
Till you're dead in the ground?
Okay.
Family.
Fair enough.
Family.
There you go.
They did a video
knows.
where they're just plugging the Gathering of the Juggalos. They're just kind of like being silly and kind of making little remarks about everybody, but it's funny. They're not dicks.
Joe, you should get a big hatchet man to cover up that silly thing you got on your arm.
Those guys were...
Oh, you did the gig.
I did the gig. I had a story about it in my act about how it was the worst show I ever did in my life.
Why?
And I closed my first half-hour specials with it, and I got some death threats from it, actually, from some of the fans. But then they have an internet radio station, and
fuck off.
Yeah, and one of the main guy on that station, this guy Upchuck the Clown, who was at the gig. He got my back. He kind of got everybody to get off of me. He was like, he's a fucking comic. He's just joking around, man.
Yeah,
But they did not take it light. The fans didn't take it light.
Yeah, I know this could be a nightmare of a gig I'm doing, but it's just, the money is.
But at least Upchuck the Clown will be there to make sure
civilized.
cooler heads prevail.
Yeah. How many years ago?
I did it. God, it's got to be 8 years ago. It was a long time ago.
This is a comedy tent.
They're going to know who you are. They'll know who you are.
Some might, some won't. I mean, there's a lot of hip hop there, so I don't know if they're going to be my audience or not. I mean,
But it's not like
It's not hip hop.
You think of it.
right? No, I know.
Look, they've
Psychopathic Records.
Yeah.
They've gotten a lot of bad press after the Tequila, however you say her name, incident.
Yeah, sure.
About the violence and substance abuse that goes on at this gathering through the years.
What do you want more death threats? What's wrong with you?
I'm justifying.
All right.
I'm justifying why it would probably
Joe.
be a good gig now. Then all that stuff with the CIA and the FBI came out.
Joe! Joe!
Oh, the Juggalos were classified as officially like as a gang or a cult
gang.
by like the
Come
FBI.
on, they're just fucking fans having a good time.
But that was great. The FBI
Not a fucking
classified the Juggalos as a gang, and then the Insane Clown Posse responded by saying they were preparing a lawsuit against the United States government for classifying their fans as a gang.
Good for them.
My point is that I think after all that, they probably were kind of like, all right, guys, like, let's keep this good thing we got going.
Sure.
Let's just tone down some of the fucking insanity that's giving us this bad rap or whatever. I would think. I don't know. You know?
Should get a clown tattoo.
A hatchet, man. You got to get a hatchet, man.
I think that's your next tattoo.
I'd love to meet those guys because I was always curious if they ever actually heard the bit or not.
Well, come in when we talk to them.
But I'm afraid they'll be like, fuck you, mother. I don't know.
They're very cool guys.
Yeah, I mean, they seem like they'd be nice.
They're very cool.
There's your tattoo.
Yeah, that could cover it.
Right there, yeah.
Just put that bullshit you have right there.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Look at that. Right down the bottom.
Oh, no.
You can write that horseshit kitten thing right here.
Right. That thing that means nothing. That stupid fucking dumb, stupid cunt thing I have that means dog shit. Yeah.
Who's this broad? She's just taking our picture. Who are you? Who are you?
Can't hear you.
Tell her to come in.
She's really
She's lovely.
Yeah.
delightful, and she's taking pictures outside the studio. Why are you taking our picture?
Hello.
Hi.
Why are you taking our picture?
You're very lovely.
Do you know us?
I saw a bunch of hot guys here.
That's what's up.
Nice.
Oh,
That's what's
right.
up. That's what's happening, ladies. Who are
What's
you?
your name?
My name is Claudia.
Hi, Claudia. What do you do?
I actually am a reporter
Oh, reporter. What are you reporting on?
about the All-Star game.
Oh, okay. Are you doing any story about really bad tattoos?
Well, ask her, Joe.
That's fair.
What do you think that?
Is that okay to you? Does that look terrible? It's healing. It's
Wait,
healing.
what is this, kitty?
It looks like Kitty.
Fuck the world. Fuck everything.
No, we don't know her.
I know you don't fucking know her. Fucking shit.
Who do you work for?
I work for 93.9 FM in Los Angeles.
Oh, okay. And you're just in town checking out satellite radio?
Yes.
I'm
I'm checking.
You're so hired.
Yeah, are you
Where are we
trying to
gonna
get a
put
job
her?
here?
No, I'm not actually, but it would be nice.
Are you going back to L.A.?
I'm going back to bed, yes.
So why are you at satellite radio if you work for regular radio?
I actually used to work Playboy Radio.
Oh, okay,
Oh,
you
shit.
did. So what did you do?
Yeah,
You have
you
your own
did.
show?
I used to do the sports reports for the
Oh.
morning show in Espanol
When do you go back to L.A.?
tomorrow.
I'll be there tomorrow.
You're going tomorrow? What are you doing there?
It's just this silly thing on the Tonight Show.
Wow. I guess I'm going to have to watch you.
Well, if you want, I mean,
Well,
maybe if you
you
go to
know.
the taping.
Now, how long did you have your show on Playboy Radio?
Probably like 2 years.
Oh, okay. And why'd you leave?
I just want to try something different.
Oh, very lovely. You married?
No, I'm not. I'm single.
Are you really?
Oh, boy.
Me too. And you know, it's so difficult to find somebody I connect
is.
with.
Well, it is very difficult in LA, especially.
L.A. Oh, they're all so empty and vapid out there.
I know.
Do you like-
You've always wanted to meet a down-to-earth gal that works in the biz, right?
Absolutely.
With a good head on her shoulders.
Somebody who's got writing skills. Yes.
Let's ask her. Do you like lunch?
Lunch? To have lunch right now?
Jimmy loves lunch.
I'm a big luncher. I enjoy a good lunch.
I do.
Me too. So
Why
you,
not? Let's do it.
all right.
Oh, is that just for the radio?
Hey, girlfriend.
No, she's just showing. She's just. And then I'll follow her outside and go, "Where should we have lunch?" And she'll go, "I was just kidding, idiot. We're on the air."
All of a sudden, she doesn't know English anymore.
Sorry, I don't know you. No te conozco.
Dame un beso. Speak a little Spanish.
You guys should go to lunch and talk scoops.
I can't today. I have to go to the gym and I have a construction in my apartment.
How much are you lifting these days?
I don't know. 13-year-old boy question.
I was kidding. It was.
Oh, okay,
Come
sorry.
on, Jesus.
No, I can't lift 'cause I have a sore hand.
Oh, what happened?
I was doing these exercises.
You don't want to know.
Well, you gotta slow down then.
I know, but I was just going crazy, just trying to. I'm really running out of steam very quickly, but I have this.
No, don't put your brace back
Why?
on.
So
Come on,
think I've been
girl.
working out hard.
Special tool.
Jesus, please. Don't put that fucking Nana backgammon brace on.
I'll wear this to lunch.
You're really injured.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I want her to think that I'm really like a warrior who got hurt.
It looks
He got hurt on his keyboard.
Exactly.
fucking carpal
Why
tunnel.
would
I know.
you do that
I don't
in front
know.
of the hot girl?
I got hurt putting a thumb in watching porn. So now, did the stuff on Playboy Radio? Did you see like a lot of nudity or no?
No, there wasn't. Once in a while, we'll have like a sex expert coming in with her toys.
Oh, what kind of toys?
Just different kinds of toys. You know, the new ones.
The new ones? Did you
Yeah.
take any? Like just
They gave us a couple of them.
What'd they
We
give
have to
you?
Try.
I got it, Jimmy. Did it take any?
Still in the box, actually. I haven't
That was
tried it yet.
Well, all right. Well,
Yeah,
you'll take it out when you get back to them.
Mm-hmm.
So you are going back tomorrow. And what is your name before I get in trouble?
My name is Claudia.
You're very nice. I'm Jim.
Thank you, Jim.
Very welcome. Very firm handshake by Claudia.
That means
Lovely.
no lunch.
No, it means no lunch whatsoever.
That means no
Matter of
lunch.
fact, if we were in the airport on the same flight, and I'm like, "Are you hungry?" and we were sitting next to each other on the plane, she'd refuse to eat just so it wasn't a lunch with me. What time are you flying back?
5 in the morning.
Why so early?
I gotta go back to work.
Oh, you gotta be on the air tomorrow?
And I have my little doggy. No, I don't do actually on air stuff. I write online.
Oh, you write online? Oh, where's your column?
It should be in there actually if you look at the website.
Oh, okay. 98.9 in Los Angeles?
93.9.
93.9.
Why don't you guys get breakfast at the airport tomorrow?
Because I'll be doing this tomorrow, then I fly at noon.
What's the slug line for Exitos?
Lo mejor en inglés y español.
What's that mean?
The best in English and Spanish.
Oh, Spanglish.
We do the Spanglish.
Nice.
Yes.
I understand every other word.
Does your boyfriend work for them?
She doesn't have a boyfriend.
No, she said single. She's not married, but she has a boyfriend. Does your boyfriend work for the station or no?
No.
No, what's he do?
He actually works for Fox Radio.
Oh, okay. So he's got like a job in the business.
Right, right.
And that was my way of finding out. I'm really good.
You're sneaky.
No, I know. I will have a safe flight.
Do we know the Fox Radio guy?
What's his name? Do we
I don't
know?
want to say his name, dude.
I don't.
Oh, you don't want to say?
think. Yeah, he works in marketing.
Oh,
Okay.
oh. Marketing.
Oh, wow.
Claudia, you could do so much better.
Well, let's let Claudia go.
Thank you very much,
Thank
Claudia.
you. It was nice meeting
Have a
you
safe
guys.
trip back.
Yes.
Thank you.
Lovely. Wow.
So, single can mean
She's fantastic.
wait.
Of course, I just knew.
You knew Jimmy?
Of course. She's really sexy, though.
You know, I wasn't that into her.
No, why would you be? She's under 70.
Why aren't you?
Yeah, why would you be? Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Nice Latino.
I don't mean this
Some
to
big
sound
juicy
mean.
lips. Oh.
What was wrong with her?
There was a lot of construction going on there. There was plastic surgery involved.
What? Really?
Oh, I don't know about that.
Her
Absolutely.
lips were definitely done.
Absolutely.
I didn't pick up on that.
I didn't
Difference
either.
does it make?
She was hot.
Listen,
You don't like her because she didn't have a dick.
Yeah.
that's not helping her cause. She
was lovely,
listen,
man.
No, here's the thing.
I don't know if she's had surgery. She doesn't look like she does.
No, I didn't.
I didn't
know.
notice that.
She looked like she had natural, juicy Spanish lips.
Whole face. Look, when your skin is that fucking smooth and shiny, that's a fucking facelift.
I think
She's
she.
Hispanic.
No way.
Jackie, can you back me up for
I
once?
just noticed the lips. I just thought the lips were a little done, but I didn't.
fucking
I didn't
nose
really
look-
look.
No.
The accent had me
Jackie
kind
and
of
Joe
drawn
sound like
into it.
jealous teenage girls.
I'm
Which is okay
telling
for
you.
Jackie, but not so much
Because
for
you got
Joe.
kitty tattooed on your arm.
I like the accent, is what I
Oh, I
wanted.
thought she was great.
The accent draws you.
No,
Wasn't
Joe.
she sexy?
She was pretty sexy.
Beautiful
I
body.
love Hispanic girl.
You
No,
know
no,
how
no,
great she'd be
but-
to make out with? Those soft, beautiful lips.
Start
But
talking
it-
in Spanish.
Oh.
But that's my point. It wasn't a beautiful. It was a very, very rail, thin body with big boobs. That's not a beautiful body.
juicy rump. He's crazy.
Get the fuck out of here.
I'm not saying I wouldn't bang
So
her.
you're talking about fucking a 60-year-old lady and you're going to turn that down. Get the fuck out of here.
I'm not
agree.
saying I
Oh,
wouldn't.
you guys used to fight. Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
Well,
No.
Troy knows.
No. It's fine. It's over.
Okay. I
forgot about that.
Me.
Hold on. Jesus, Troy. You get.
Get the fuck out of here.
Her ass was beautiful. Her legs were nice and
It actually
feminine.
looks like your hair is standing up from anger right now.
You do that to me, Joe.
Here's my. I'm not saying I wouldn't bang her. I'm just saying I don't think she's like a fucking 10 knockout smoking chick.
I
That's
mean,
all.
you
She was
know,
very beautiful.
Like, how many times does just a random Hispanic girl walk in here?
And take pictures of us and then be
Yeah.
nice and sexy.
And call you all hot.
Yeah.
I
She
know.
said she saw hot men in here, Joe.
You know what?
Get the fuck out of here.
I preface these statements with I'm not trying to be a dick. I'm just
But you
saying.
come across as a dick.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
You guys want to hear what you want to hear.
You're
No,
mad
no.
because you said it looks like Kitty.
Exactly.
No, I'm not.
Yeah.
I bet if she was a fucking Pan Am stewardess, she'd be happy to make out with her in front of the Regal Beagle.
That's some old references right there for the people that don't know.
That
That's some
girl,
old shit right there.
What's her face was in here the other day? The porn star.
Oh,
What's her face?
Lexi Love?
Lexi Love.
Yeah, she's nice.
Lexi Love in the face was not as pretty as that girl was
Right.
that was just in here, but I liked Lexi Love's body better because it was proportionate. It was proportionate. And that girl had super high heels on. Burr said this to me once. He
Terrible.
goes, you take the heels off of most girls, the whole form of the body just goes away.
Well,
And
but I don't-
it's true.
yeah, but that's because it makes them stand up taller.
Yeah.
It emphasizes the muscles and shape in the legs.
But it makes them look sexy. Who cares?
Yeah, exactly. Take
Yeah,
off
but
the
my
high heels. So
point-
fuck her with her shoes
That's
on.
why I started this when I said there's a lot of construction going on here. Take away the outfit and the heels and the plastic surgery, and I don't think you got the
You can
smoking
say
hot
that about
chick
any
anymore.
girl. Take away the head and the feet.
It's right there.
Makeup.
Who are you, the fucking Iceman?
Right.
Put their hair up in a bun.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, take off that red shit on her lips.
Fuck out of here.
You guys are all wrong, and I'm right.
No, we're not.
It's
You're not right about much, Joe.
I'm very fucking right about this.
Not girls, not tattoos.
I've seen the girls that you date. You date way hotter chicks than that.
Yeah.
Way hotter.
Yeah, it doesn't mean that girl's not hot as shit.
But it does. You're missing the point. I'm not saying.
I wish we
why
had
do
a
you have to
picture to
nitpick
show
that girl?
everybody. Did anyone take a picture of her? She
No,
was beautiful.
she was beautiful.
Joe, I don't know what you're talking about. It might not be your type or whatever, but she was beautiful.
Let me ask you a question.
Fuck out of here.
You can't tell, there's no difference in your head between, yeah, obviously I would sleep with that girl, she's attractive, and, no, that's, like if Scarlett Johansson is a 10, that girl can't also be a 10.
No, but it was
That's
the way
what I'm saying.
It was the way you started. It wasn't like you were like you just were like, is it just me, or is she like you were hoping to give her a beating, and we all think
No,
that she's
Lovely.
lovely. She's a
Stunning.
delight.
And she almost went to lunch with Jim Norton.
Exactly. If it
swear-
wasn't for my physical abominations, I might have had a shot at taking her for a Cobb salad.
I swear to
You
God.
did it to yourself
I
by
was
putting
not,
a wrap on in front of her. Oh, God.
I swear to God, I was not looking to trash her. That's why I said I'm not trying to be I swear to
Give
God.
her a number.
7.
Oh,
But you got listen. If you're gonna put, hold on a second. If you're gonna put Scarlett Johansson at 10,
she was
a
strong 7.
7.
No, she's hotter than that.
I would say probably say an 8.
Yeah,
Go 8?
8.5. No. Yeah, she was solid.
No way.
Sexy.
She was
No
strong.
way.
Strong.
Yeah.
No, 7.
I got a thing for Hispanics.
Very
too,
kissable.
so.
You know, I should be just to sit on the couch and smooch. I'd hug her back, give her deep kisses.
Roland, what do you think?
7.
Roland, come over here. Let's
I
see
should
it.
give Joe the finger behind his back, but I'm not going to say anything, Joe.
Roland.
I'm not
What'd
that
you
type
think?
of guy.
She had a great ass, too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I didn't
perfect
see the
body.
ass.
You didn't see the ass? Why?
She was
Everyone
smoking
else
hot.
looked as you left.
I know. What were you looking at?
Did you notice the silence? That was her leaving so we could look at her ass.
Her accent, she was beautiful.
Could you play back the silence, Sal?
Yeah, she was wonderful.
How would you even know that it was playing back?
Well, she goes, all right, I got to go. And then you hear silence because we all were checking out her ass and forgot we were doing radio.
Bunch of rock hard pricks.
All right. Well, what do you? I don't know, guys.
She was like, I was go to lunch. I'm very, very nice. Like,
Yeah, she was just being
I
polite.
don't really
but she was
understand why
fun.
she's here, though.
probably some guys trying to show her off. Like, hey,
She said she was researching for the All-Star game.
Yeah,
but
maybe
I
her
don't know why
boyfriend's in
here.
town or something.
She's
Maybe
looking for a job.
Yeah, of course.
She wants.
She's blogging online. She wants to get out of L.A.
Well, maybe she was phoned in for an interview and she just can't.
course.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah. I mean, I could fucking hook her up.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. Why don't you stay with me? I'm having some shelving today.
That's what you do. That's what you do.
Can't believe you didn't like that.
What is happening behind me?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Don't even worry about it, bro.
What? Fuck off. What's happening behind me?
I think he was imitating, like, I don't know, a cat, like, covering up a turd.
Well, Roland
And
is.
you might have been the turd in that scenario. I'm not really sure, though. Look, see, he's covering up.
Roland's flipping you off, making gestures at his crotch, and then kicking imaginary dirt on you.
He's shooting imaginary jizz on you for a second there.
Meaning what? I don't even get it.
Meaning, I was just doing things that are disrespectful to you.
Why is that crying?
Because it's funny.
The stuff you find funny, though. There's been a lot of funny stuff, but it's this that makes you cry?
Sam has this whole after show planned right here.
Yeah, I know.
You're saying, right, John?
I don't know. Maybe.
Bro.
Whoa.
Maybe.
What do you mean,
Roland,
maybe?
comment?
I mean, if we can talk honestly.
Can we
in this
talk
room for
honestly.
once?
Sam, could we end with Denny's driving
No.
movie theater
Denny?
story?
No.
Let's
Oh,
clear
it's-
the field and make room for Denny's drive-in story.
No, I mean, let's do it now.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like right
But
now.
I used to go there, and we would just watch the movies and not leave it till it was over.
because it costs like hashish.
Denny has a terrific drive-in movie theater story.
They're like this.
Hey, while we're waiting for Denny, can you do the live read?
Joe can.
Okay.
You got the paper, though.
Where is it?
It's in front of Opie.
By now, you've probably heard about the whole home HD DVR from Dish called the Hopper. It has a bunch of amazing features like Auto Hop, which gives you the power to skip all the commercials from most primetime shows from the major networks. All you have to do is enable it once when you play back the show. Then you can just put down the remote and skip all the commercials. It's a great feature because when you try to fast forward through commercials with the normal DVR, it never really works. Now you can finally watch your favorite shows totally uninterrupted, all the way through from beginning to end, completely commercial-free. So if you love watching primetime network shows but you hate watching commercials, the Auto Hop feature is perfect for you. It only comes with the Hopper from Dish. Watch more TV, watch fewer commercials, all with the Hopper from Dish. Call 1-800-WATCH-TV to get Dish Network today. Plans are starting at just $29.99. That's 1-800-WATCH-TV.
Yeah.
Remember how we listened to the radio, and I said that's the place to be.
That's Denny's walk-on music.
And now
Okay.
I got the job as an FM job.
Okay.
The day
He always wanted to be the morning DJ, Joe. Fell a little short.
What happened?
But he's still trying.
What happened?
Well, he admitted his voice is a little weak.
Yeah, he sounds like a nasally child.
A little weak.
Denny.
Stop trying to build me up. Thank you.
What's your
I
driving
said a little
story?
weak. We can work on that.
He's got a good voice.
Voice.
Huh?
No, it's not a great voice. I admit it. I admit it's not a great voice.
It's
I
fine.
honestly think it sounds like a all right voice.
Give him a Claret D.
It's a fine
All
voice.
right, go ahead.
Put a little processing behind that.
Exactly.
See, these kids today don't know about processing and reverb.
Denny, I tell you, I think you have a good voice. In my opinion, it's not been in line with the rest of this room for this whole show. But I tell you, I think you got a good voice.
Thank you. Didn't that young lady, her profile looked like Eva Mendes when she was
She had a little Eva Mendes to her. Yes.
Great. Okay, can I say this real quick?
Yes.
Sorry. Great point. Eva Mendes is a fucking...
Why do you have to say Ava after we all said Eva?
Wait.
Exactly.
What's he
What
gonna
the
say?
fuck? Always have to be different.
I'm
She's
sorry.
a what?
She is a fucking 10. No,
okay.
no plastic surgery, no heels, no bullshit, no makeup. 10 right out of the fucking box.
All right, so she's the no-frills version of Eva Mendes. That's pretty
fine,
good.
but my point was just you
Strong.
can't go, who cares about the bells and whistles? You have to. You have to go, well, that means she's not a 10.
Instead of getting Lucky Charms, you get marshmallow and stars.
Troy does not agree.
But Troy, you fawn over a girl with a penis. Like, what does that say about? So, what does that say about you?
You mean me or Joe?
Please clarify.
But why does this disgust you so much?
Just because that girl was insane.
But you're not hearing what I'm saying to you right now.
Ooh.
If Eva Mendes is a 10,
Danny, your story might have
if
to
Eva Mendes is a 10, right out of the fresh morning, no shower,
That girl's
nothing.
an 8.
Come on, Troy.
Oh!
7. I think 7's fair. I think it's very fair.
Ooh.
I'm not being mean. I think it's just a fair statement. I don't understand why it makes you angry.
You get me my feathers ruffled.
Why?
Just I don't know.
Joe, he hasn't let go of the other thing.
Huh?
He never let go of that other thing that he said you
I
guys
don't
were
think
all
he
good
has.
on. He never let that
the
go.
The other day when it came up, when I go, me and Troy are cool now, you know, I'm not trying to be in front of it.
Here's what
He
happened.
ran into this fucking room like there was money being given away.
We were on the after show and calling Roland out on some bullshit. And then Roland was like, well, Troy, you talk shit about Joe. And you know what Troy's response was? I never said I liked Joe.
Yeah, I don't think Troy likes me.
We're fine. We're fine.
He didn't get over the other thing. When they were fighting.
I'm going to take it a step further. I don't think Troy ever liked me.
No,
even when we were like supposedly friends. I think he was just plotting and
I don't know if we were
me out.
ever friends.
We were pretty friendly. We used to hang out at functions. Yeah,
we're cordial.
But I mean, like when we would go to Aunt's barbecues, we would sit and hang out for a long time and talk.
We're cordial.
I would say
like
we're
friends
friendly.
are people I hang out with on a regular basis.
I would say we were. It seemed like we were on our way to potentially swapping numbers.
And then you sunk that ship. But then, and I hold a grudge. I still have anger towards people I had in high school. So, like, I don't get over shit easy.
Well, it's fine.
Now, why do you have a grudge against Joe? What exactly did he do?
Oh, jeez.
Oh, Joe.
No,
that's not good how it's wrote again.
I'm not being combative, Jim. I'm saying, like, this is a...
It's a long thing.
It's a long story.
It's a long story.
But the short of it is, you weren't here the one day.
I would rather build, new hatred instead of going back to the old
We're
shit.
not going to go back to hatred, but
Let's get some new hatred
You were
going.
out the day it happened. I was filling in for you, and Troy... I started making fun of Troy's shoes or something, and then
and my jeans. And by the way, you're wearing diesel jeans today. With
And
the same jeans with rips in them that you goofed on me for.
right.
Oh, shit.
But Troy,
you were on
Jesus.
that shit like a year ago.
Troy, we're past it. It's a year later, dude.
Yeah, I told you I don't let go of shit.
I've already apologized.
Because he's doing this shit.
You're going
that he
back to
made
the
fun of
ripped
you
jeans
for.
thing. Wow, he never forgot.
He made fun of you
I was
for
wearing
that.
diesel jeans
I
and
had
had
these.
like.
I
and
had
he's wearing
these
the
in my
exact same
closet
thing now.
when I was making fun of him. That wasn't the
That's not
point.
cool.
The point was,
Because he's making fun of him for something he
Yeah,
does. That's
right.
not cool.
of course.
That don't make no sense.
It doesn't make any sense.
Thank you.
Anyway, the point is I made some jokes. Troy got a little angry, and then it carried over into an actual fight a month later when, again, you weren't here.
When he fucked with your livelihood.
And,
I've heard about that one.
And we got in a big fight, and then we didn't talk for a long time, and then finally at the Caroline's Christmas party, I went to Troy. I said, Troy, can we just let this go? Like,
Oh, I was at that party.
and then he said, yeah, and I thought everything was cool.
He
But
never let it go. He didn't let it go. He said yes, he was lying. He lied. He lied to you, Joe.
Fine. But see, the problem is Jim starts shit back up.
Jim's taking his pants
No,
off.
listen, he's not. I'm not going to get angry. I'm not
angry at you. We're fine.
What is Jimmy doing?
He took his pants off.
I have to go to the gym directly after this, and Troy and I still have to do something. So while you're talking, I'm just changing, so I don't have to do it at the gym. I'm very pressed for time.
He put his gym sweats on.
It's very pressed for time.
Those are the thinnest sweats I've ever seen.
They are, yeah.
They are some light
I like my
sweats.
cock to breathe.
He likes to show off the cock.
Yeah.
He likes it that way.
So, okay, so
It's his
what
thing.
was happening here? Troy still hates you.
Well, we also got Denny's driving movie
Kind of a
theater
letdown
story.
after all
Yeah,
this.
I don't think so. Troy's angry.
Danny, please.
Oh, I heard a preview of this thing.
Oh,
It's not going to
It
disappoint.
wasn't that great. I mean, you were talking about sneaking into the drive-in, and
I never snuck in.
What, you didn't
I never
sneak in?
went. The first time I went to a drive-in
Don't rub salt.
was when I was 20, probably 23 in Rochester, New York. It was the first time I ever went to a drive-in.
Did you ever see a drive-in movie as a kid?
Yeah, at the red lights. I told you that.
For how long?
Yeah.
For maybe a minute.
A minute?
But we'd get to hear the sound for a while because we'd pick up the movie before the red light.
You never actually went in to watch it?
Oh, Joe, listen to the first part of today's show.
What do you want from me?
I brought up this nice, what I thought was a good childhood memory, and then realized, like, what the fuck was wrong with my parents that we never actually went and saw a movie at the Rocky Point drive.
That's hilarious. They would just take it so you can kind of see the screen.
No, I was on the way home from my grandma's house.
Oh, drive-ins. I missed those. Those were the fucking best.
I wouldn't know, Joe.
You
That's
missed
the
out
point today.
Why are you guys rubbing salt in Opie's wounds? Joe and Denny over here is a lethal combination.
But Denny can relate and has a story.
Oh, right.
I wanted to see, a bunch of buddies of mine wanted to see the movie with Foxy Brown, who was that? Pam Grier, back in the 70s. And they all wanted to sneak in, but nobody had the money to get in. So, like, one guy, what we did is we all chipped in like $2, but I had to go in the trunk of like a 1972 Chevy Nova. And I got claustrophobic. And as we're driving into the entranceway, I'm banging on the thing to let me out. And then the guy got mad from the manager, and he called all our parents when they had to come down there. But I got claustrophobic. It wasn't a great story. It was just a...
Jimmy, you're missing an amazing story.
Start from the top, Denny.
It wasn't a great story.
No, it's not. I didn't hear it. I had a carpenter call.
It was just a thing.
No, it's it's not a bad story.
It's not a bad.
Please retell it for Jimmy. And what song should we play over the story? Just to bring it all together.
We have Beach Boys Drive-In.
Did you have Beach Boys Drive-In?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah,
all right, let's get a little Beach Boys Drive-In. Let's retell the story for Jim Norton.
It actually is a good story.
I said a bunch of buddies of mine wanted to see this Pam Grier movie, Foxy Brown or something, back in the 70s. Nobody had enough money for everybody in the car, so they locked me up in the trunk of a 1972 Chevy Nova. I got claustrophobic, turned to sweat automatically, started banging on the trunk to get out. The management found out that we had were sneaking guys in, and it wasn't a big thing.
That's cool. What did you and Potsy and Ralph Malph do after that?
It wasn't a big thing. It wasn't a big thing.
I wish you were locked in the trunk of Harry Chapin's car.
I would just get claustrophobic.
That is the hackiest thing to do in a drive-in.
That's a terrible surfing movie.
That's a hack move to hide someone in the trunk.
But they used to do that. You used to do that back then in the 70s. You would do that. That's all. That's all I was saying.
They also would squeeze a lot of people into a phone booth.
Exactly.
That
The
was
only way that story could be worse is if you said you jerked off Tom Bosley.
That'd be a great story.
You know who really enjoyed that story, though, was Troy Kwan.
He loved it. I saw him last
saw
Troy wasn't a big story.
Troy appreciates nostalgia.
Troy, what'd you think of the story?
I was falling asleep.
It wasn't a great story.
No, it wasn't. You're right.
It's furious to everybody.
It wasn't a great story.
Troy just doesn't
building it
like
up, yeah.
fucking shoddy stories.
It wasn't- and I admitted that.
Troy
I was
likes
just
the real story.
Making conversation.
He doesn't like
Joe or Denny?
a bad drive. Troy likes a nice, solid drive-in story.
Yeah. He needs a real punch at the end.
I
of
like
it.
Troy's TCB tattoo. Elvis taking care of business.
Denny, what was the movie? Oh, Foxy Brown. You
Foxy
said that
Brown,
already.
yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Pam
For
Grier.
details that might spice it up.
No,
but they're not there, Joe.
I can't believe you went to see Foxy Brown.
Pam Grier.
You're going to sneak in. You sneak in for like fucking Star Wars or some shit. You know, sneak in for the
they didn't
big
make
summer
that yet.
blockbuster.
Yeah,
Climb the fence or something.
Exactly.
Jesus.
But, guys thought it'd be fun to do and lock me in the trunk.
That's what you thought was fun?
Happens.
I didn't like it. I didn't like being locked in the trunk.
Antics.
It was
Yeah,
zany.
we heard you.
That's all.
Jesus God.
Yeah,
I told you it wasn't anything exciting.
That was a good story, Denny.
It was a good story.
That
Actually.
literally should be the lead story on awfulstories.com.
I don't like how Sam's sleeves are rolled up like Ray Liotta in Something Wild.
They're just cuffed. A little cuff never hurt anybody.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You should have a cigarette pack rolled up in those sleeves.
Okay,
I thought that reference was going to do a lot more.
I never saw the movie.
He's like a greasery kind of guy. And,
my old pal.
You get
It's there.
I can bring this all the way around. A guy I used to work with at BAB who is in the record industry, still doing well, even though everyone else is not. Ooh. He wrote Harry Chapin died near exit 40, which we figured out, on the LIE near Jericho.
Still talking about Harry
He was in a blue 1975 Volkswagen Rabbit.
Ooh.
I guess the fuel tank ruptured by climbing its back.
Yeah.
What did he die from?
What, did he get rear-ended or something?
The truck climbed its back probably.
All right, Rabbit. Rupturing the blue 1975 Volkswagen Rabbit, rupturing the fuel tank by climbing its back and causing it to burst into flames.
Oh, Jesus.
So wait,
Christ.
was he driving the blue 1975 Volkswagen Rabbit, or is that what?
He was driving the Rabbit, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's a Bug, right? The Volkswagen Bug.
Yes.
No, the Rabbit was another model.
Oh,
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So
What
it's
did
like
it
a
look
little
like?
hatchback type deal.
It was more of a square type car.
Yeah.
not the van.
No.
No, it's a rabbit.
Speaking of square,
Denny?
Yeah.
He's a square.
The car was square. That's all.
Couldn't sneak somebody to drive into one of those things.
Right. How would you handle that situation?
You didn't like the driving story?
Denny the driving bandit. That's the raciest thing he's ever done.
You think Denny got beat up by greasers when he was growing up?
One time we stole rock candy out of the corner store.
The Tufts and leather jackets would beat him up.
Let's sneak right into the after show.
Yeah.
Well, you
don't
got
have to do this proper.
You got some live reads and commercial breaks.
Have fun, guys.
You got two more. At least do one of them.
Do I? Joe will do them.
Yeah, Joe.
He owes me.
What the for what?
You know what?
Treating him like a rock star.
I'll do one. I don't care. I'll do one.
All right.
And I'll be at Gotham this Friday and Saturday night. Please come see that. Bye-bye.
Here you go, Joe. We're not leaving anywhere. We're still on the air.
Thanks, man. It's fun.
Show is still on.
Yeah.
All right, you do that one.
How did you sleep last night? Did you wake up stiff and cranky? If so, make sure that you don't. If so,
you got this.
Maybe you don't.
You got
have the right pillow, Sam, under your head at night, giving you the proper support. That's why there's My Pillow.
Oh.
From MyPillow.com. My Pillow is the amazing smart pillow with the 60-night comfort guarantee and a 10-year warranty. It holds your head firmly but softly in place. It hugs you and holds you to sleep each night. You're going to love this pillow, Sam. My Pillow is made right here in the U.S. in Minnesota. Never goes flat. It's adjustable and is a perfect fit for when you lay down at night to when you get up the next morning. You can even wash and dry the My Pillow like you would your favorite pair of jeans. My Pillow.
A little energy.
I'm doing it sincere.
No, I mean, like a little upbeat, you know?
No,
like you're excited about the pillow.
No, but
the pillows are great. I tried them.
I know they are, but you do it sincere.
All right.
If you go, oh my God, the spaghetti in this place.
So it's just smooth, like it's like.
That sounds ridiculous if I do it, but if you go, folks, I don't need to sell you on this.
Gotcha,
if you want good spaghetti, you go to.
I'm with you.
You know.
I'm with you.
Macenzio's. I don't fucking know. I just made that up.
More about the pillow, though, Joe.
But the pillow. But we're not here to talk about pillows.
Yes, we are.
I mean, we are.
You absolutely
we're not here to talk
are.
about spaghetti.
Please talk to me about pillows.
I'm all turned around right now. I don't know what's going on.
Don't even worry about it.
We're not here to talk about spaghetti. We're here to talk about pillows.
That's right.
It never goes flat, the My Pillow. It's adjustable. It's perfect fit from when you lay down at night to when you get up the next morning, as I said before. You can even wash and dry the My Pillow like you would your favorite pair of jeans. My Pillow is the solution to your sleepless nights. Get one now by calling 1-800-299-6694 or go to MyPillow.com. Use the promo code XM4 and save 25%. You will also receive a free press and pack travel bag with your order. You call today at 1-800-299-6694. That's 1-800-299-6694. Or go to MyPillow.com and use the promo code XM4.
E-Rock, give me a sweeper and a bed.
Watch out now. The Opie and Anthony Show continues. Sort of. After O&A Live with Sam Roberts is next.
There you go.
This is After Opie and Anthony Live. Here's your host, Sam Roberts.
Wow. Joe DeRosa is sticking around for After Opie and Anthony Live. He's been having a tattoo help the entire commercial break. Are you at the moment, like, I've always been afraid, like, I got, with my tattoos, because I got Jack White's autograph, Rob Zombie's autograph, and then I got a White Zombie logo I got when I was in college. You could say you like them or don't like them, but they're just what they are.
Right.
You know what I mean? So there's no real, like, right or wrong decision to make, because the guy signed my arm.
The guy just texted me. I told you he's a fan. I bet you he heard the show.
Yeah.
Let me know if
artist.
the tattoo heals up. I guarantee all my work for that can't be a coincidence. That's got to be that he's listening to the show.
Yeah, because
right?
Joe's got this tattoo, and it says KKTITN, which stands for Keep Kicking Him in the Nuts, which is what George Carlin told him and every single other person that he met.
But I knew that.
Okay.
But there's a thing. Bobby Kelly.
Yeah.
Bobby Kelly made fun of me for that. He's like, he fucking said everybody do. And I'm like, I know. That's why I got it, because I was like, this is what he told people, and he told me too.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like I thought that was kind of what made it cool.
Told you over the phone.
Yeah.
That's a little more embarrassing when you revealed today on the show that your encounter with George Carlin was because you called a radio show that he was on.
Well, hold on.
That's a little less than I met him at the Cellar one night and we talked comedy.
I called my friend's radio show at NYU. It wasn't like I called like whatever in fucking Minneapolis.
Right,
or
so
whatever.
it's a college radio show.
I called. It was like calling into your friend's podcast and talking to George Carlin. So there's that. There's also the fact too that. I mean, I would have rather. I'm glad I met him like that versus in person, because if I met him in person, I probably would have talked to him for 30 seconds. I got to talk to him for 7 fucking minutes in a scenario where he was there to talk to people.
Did he tell you anything besides what he tells everybody else?
Oh my God, he gave me tons of advice.
Well, why wouldn't you get some of that advice tattooed on your arm?
Because it wasn't anything. It wasn't a phrase. I wanted to pay tribute to him
and make it simple. Make it something that just like that.
Yeah, and I picked. This is how the problem started with this tattoo. I picked the wrong font. If I picked a better font, it would have been fine. But I picked the wrong font, and I got the stupid period put at the end of it. I fucked up.
Honestly, I know Jim hates the period. I don't even mind the period. Because I think the period is like, you know, like it makes it, this is a thought.
Yeah, I know. That's what a lot of people said to me, but I never liked the period. It looked too like, period.
Yeah, it is a little
I didn't
like
like
that.
it. But I picked a bad font. I picked a font that was too aggressive and hard looking.
Yeah, it is.
And
it almost looks like a Roman numeral type font. It's very, yeah.
So then, and actually, that's what we were going to do, was just keep it with the line so it almost looked Roman numeral-ish. And then I was like, oh, why don't we put the mesh? It's my fault. Like, I fucking...
So what Joe did was he went to his tattoo guy and had them add a rectangle around the initials.
Right.
And then just add a little bit more to the rectangle and make the top look slightly meshy. And then he said it's a microphone, which I was like, Joe, I don't have any problem with you, but I've never seen any type of microphone like that. Like, the microphone was literally the last thing I would have thought of.
Yeah.
Like, I would have thought that was a dog before a microphone, and it doesn't look anything like a dog. There's no legs, there's no tail, no ears.
I fucked up.
And that's what crushed me, is when I saw your face today. It's like that realization that, oh, shit, I just got a bad tattoo. Like, I don't know what that's like, because I'm happy with mine.
I like this one. Everybody's giving me shit about this one over here. I like this one.
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
No smoking?
I'm not a fan.
Why?
Just because I think it's sort of like, what it is, that tattoo, it's a black circle with an X across. It's like the Ghostbusters logo without the ghost, and it's black. But, I mean, I guess I get it, and I don't mind it on the level, like, that's not like a bad tattoo, whereas that one kind of is.
Right.
Like, that one just kind of like, whatever, to me.
What do I do? I don't know what to do.
I don't think the circle with the X is necessarily a problem. I definitely wouldn't get it, but I understand, I guess, what you're doing. That, I think, and Troy, what you didn't see, I'm glad you're coming in here, because you're in the commercial. Joe showed me a picture of what his artist wanted to do with the initials. And that's why I don't have a problem with the artist anymore. Show Troy.
No, the artist is fine.
Show Troy what the guy wanted to do.
He's very good. I just panicked at the thought of getting something so elaborate done.
He wanted to add colorful, like, yellow and black accents behind the letters just to make it pop.
He wanted to do something like that.
How much better is that?
Yeah, that's a lot better.
A lot better.
I just thought it was too elaborate. I was like, I don't know, man. It's going to be this huge thing on my arm.
Yeah, but now it's like, it looks like you got branded in a fraternity or something.
And it still looks like kitten, though.
Yeah, like, that tattoo looks like a mistake.
The problem,
and that's my problem, too. The circle with the X on it, that also looks like I got this when I was fucking stupid. Not like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it looks like a...
No, I
like a dare or something.
Yeah. I like this one.
It looks poorly thought out, even though it's not.
I like this one.
Okay.
I'm going to stand behind this one.
I mean, look, I got Rob Zombie's autograph on my arm. Who am I to say?
Well, I mean, it's like you said. To me, this is what it is.
So, that's
cool. Like, somebody can look at this and go, what are you against? And I'd be like, well, what are you against? It's up to you. I don't care.
You go like this. When somebody says, what are you against? Look at them and say, what do you got? and just be a tough guy like that. You know what I mean?
That's too.
You got tattoos now. You could do it.
Coy.
And then add the period at the end of your tattoo.
I swear to God, I almost had Keith Robinson tattooed inside of this thing. And it would have been the funniest thing of all time.
That would have been fucking hilarious.
Yeah, for a week. And then people would have been like... I also was like...
You're right. That was actually very giving of you, because now that's hilarious forever, because it's always awful.
Yeah, well, I mean... But it also would have been the opening conversation in any meeting I ever had, ever. Like, anytime you go to pitch a TV show, anything. What's that? Why do you...
Yeah, but
anti-Keith Robinson.
Now it's like... yeah, it's true. If they knew who Keith Robinson was. Now you got Kitten in a box.
Look, I don't know what to do.
Troy, have you ever come back from like a week later and been like, oh, fuck, this tattoo sucks?
Not really.
Not to that level.
No. I mean, I've had tattoos where over time I'm like, man, I shouldn't have.
Because you've had to cover stuff up before.
Yeah, absolutely.
But not till much later, you're saying.
Right.
This is what I wanted, and I thought it was fine until today.
Today was the... Really?
Yeah, I had no problem with it.
Well, then stand by it. Just be like, fuck all y'all.
Or do you think we're right?
Well, honestly, I can't tell because, as you know, this is an environment that smells blood in the water. So, I can't tell if everybody's hopping on me because like, it's the gang mentality of the room, or if it really is. As I said earlier, I don't have a fucking problem with somebody looking at it and going, I don't get that.
Yeah.
I just don't want somebody to look at it and go, that looks fucking terrible. Like, that's what I don't want.
When Voss saw my Jack White tattoo, he trashed it. And that was because, okay, he's trashing it because he's trashing it. That's what Voss does. But when I first got it, I came in here with it, and the guys were like, you know what, that actually looks pretty cool. So it's not like they just trash it because if it looked cool, they'd probably be like, oh, actually, you improved it.
Well, that's why I said I wasn't sure.
And now you are.
It kind of looks like a homemade. It looks like somebody did it in their home.
It looks like Joe did it himself.
Yeah.
Like he had a tattoo gun and he's practicing on his own arm.
Here's what I think I could do, and I know you said you don't want to be one of those guys with the Mike tattoo, but whatever. I think I could have the guy sort of brush up on this a little bit, make it look a little more illustrated, turn this into a more significant microphone. And then even like, I don't know, maybe I can even get fucking Carlin's face around it or next to it.
But no microphones are sticks like that. At least a microphone that would...
I'm saying if he came out and put...
But don't you think that...
Whatever.
I told Joe, like, you don't want to be one of those comedians that has a microphone tattooed on their arm.
It's like...
That'd be like if I got like a radio mic, and it's like, come on, dude, what are you doing?
Well, I don't know what else to do.
I think you should...
I'm
not getting it lasered off.
No, I don't think you should.
It's not happening.
Get it covered up.
I think you should get some kind. Find a good artist.
Covered, Troy.
Well, I told you got to go bigger and darker.
I think you should find a good artist.
What, get a giant black spot on my arm?
No. You can do something that just kind of works in.
Do you not think he could add like accents to it, like that original thing, like just add yellow and green shit to it?
It's hard, man, because it's just very like elementary looking. Not saying that the tattoo artist was elementary, but it just doesn't look like. It looks like somebody did it in like a trailer park or something.
It does. And
that's not his fault. That's what he was working with.
No, that's what you wanted.
And the girl originally did a nice job with the lettering, but I would have appreciated if she did what she said she was going to do and supply me with different fonts and be like, dude, let me just warn you now, you're going to have huge letters on your fucking arm.
At the end of the day, though, they stencil it on first. So you got to be like, this is going to be on my arm fucking forever.
I know.
And that font looks racist.
I know.
And you got to look at it and say, it looks like a racist
I said to
font.
her, I'm worried that it looks racist because it's two big Ks. And she went, like seriously, I'm not trying to pass the buck, but it's fucking bullshit. It's like, you know what? You're like a fucking doctor. You know more about this than I do. I'm trusting you right now.
You're very easily influenced.
You're like a mechanic. I'm trusting you. You're telling me things I don't know about.
You're a sensitive guy. You're easily influenced, aren't you? I think so.
I would say, yeah, I'm kind of easily influenced, but I don't think that's an unfair point to make about a tattoo artist. It's like you work in a field that I don't have a lot of understanding of, so you should go above and beyond your call of duty and say, look, dude, let me talk you through this a little bit.
Also, at the end of the day, you need to have your radar on for either shitty artists or people, or if
she was not a shitty artist, she was a very good artist.
If you're rushing into something,
didn't fucking do what she was supposed to do.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's not her body that it's on. So she might still stand by the fact that it doesn't say KKK, but you're the one who has to deal with black guys looking at your arm like, what the fuck is your problem?
She's rushing in 40 minutes late, which means all of her appointments are going to be later if she doesn't get to it.
That's not your problem.
You know what I mean?
That's not your problem.
I know it's not. And my point is because it was a friend of mine and all this stuff, it's like I gave her more credit than I should have.
Yeah.
I was like, we're friends, and I'll never fucking go to her again. I'm not even friends with her anymore.
I think I should be your tattoo consultant, Joe. I think you should run past all the tattoos that you're going to get, and I'll help you out.
Yeah, you got to have like a real clear design. Next time, before you get another tattoo, you need to get the design approved by multiple people because you are a poor decision maker in that chair.
Just with this one, I stand by the other two. I like the other two. This one,
they're very basic. You could have done a lot more with them.
I think this. You know what I actually kind of want to do around this one is when this was healing, or it still is healing. But when I first got it, it was kind of bruised up a bit, and there was like this weird, like red, like sort of bruising, like smudge around it. And I thought like it actually would look cool if there was like this sort of like red sort of like shading around it and stuff. You know what I mean?
I feel like that.
Yeah,
I feel like that tattoo, the circle with the cross across
not that, but something but not that kind of thing, not like a star.
The circle with
red,
the cross across it looks like something that you have on a sleeve that was like your first tattoo when you were a kid, and now you have a whole bunch of cool shit around it.
Yeah. And
then
it's so dark,
okay.
It's like, what do you do with it? You just got to sort of live with it.
Just sit it there. Like, yeah, it's the first thing I got. I was 18.
But I was drunk.
I know it's...
it was a dare. We were at,
yeah.
Daytona Beach,
like
spring break.
There should be a really good story with that tattoo.
Yeah.
Well, what do you think needs to go around this one?
There's not much you can do. It's just black. Like you could have done just an outline and then done some gray shading inside it to kind of just make it so bold.
You know what you do? You add another line. X-Men. Wolverine movie is out this summer. Now you're topical.
No.
What do you think?
I don't like that.
Yeah. Make it an X-Men logo.
No, I don't.
Do you like the location of it?
I mean,
is that a good location?
Shouldn't it have been a little higher on the shoulder or something, maybe?
I mean, I probably wanted it so when he has a T-shirt on, it sticks out from the bottom of the T-shirt.
Yeah, I wanted to be able to see it. I don't kind of see the point of getting it where you can't see it.
Well, you can see it.
I don't take my shirt off ever.
I guess nobody. Mike in Indiana, what's up?
Oh, shit.
Hey, guys. When can we see the tattoo online? Because it's kind of silly you guys talking about something nobody can see.
All right, Troy, can you take a photo and text it to me?
Yeah.
Take a photo of the kitten tattoo. All right, I'm going to put it up on Twitter, and Troy will put it up, too.
Also, Joe, do you also realize that there was only one Ultimate Warrior, you idiot?
He's right, Joe.
Do you realize I don't give a shit?
There was one Ultimate Warrior.
I want to say this before the tattoo goes online, the picture goes online. The artist is tremendous. I asked for this. Yeah. He was very accommodating.
On that one, I don't blame the artist. I fully blame you.
He didn't have a lot to work with here.
Yeah,
so I don't want anybody to think we're trashing the artist.
Are you back with your girl?
Me? No. No, but you know what? We do talk and we have interaction now because of the show that day. I actually went home and called her and apologized. I was like, of all the places that would make me feel like I was being a dick, I was like, I was on Opie and Anthony today, and I kind of feel like I was unfair to you with certain things, and we made up, and
she didn't want to go back out though.
Well, I don't know. No, I didn't try. I didn't
really insensitive question.
Yeah, I mean,
that's a good question.
We didn't. It wasn't like that kind of thing. It was just kind of like let's talk and one of those. Thank you for asking.
Jack in Colorado.
And this tattoo stands for my agnostic beliefs in the microcosm. Oh, Joe, will you ever win?
You are. You're the Charlie Brown of tattoos. That tattoo artist just keeps moving that football, but you're going to keep swinging.
Oh, Jesus.
Eric in Florida.
Hey, Joe, the KKIGN, is that tattoo you don't like?
Oh, yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
he really fucked it up.
Fix it.
Yeah, is it just black text?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, but there's a rectangle around it, and then one side of the rectangle is way too bold.
All right, there's these two guys. I was watching TV on this show. These two guys made this invention, because normally you have to get tattoo removed, you have to laser it off or sand it off or something. But these guys made this invention. You can find it on the internet. It's got a 50-watt light bulb in it, and it absorbs, it shoots down and breaks the pigmentation up. And in 3 minutes, it'll start breaking that black in half and half until it's gone. So you could try to look for that and remove it easily, or you could just keep getting shit on.
Are you being serious right now, or are you joking?
Being serious. This show called Shark Tank, where these schmucks go on TV
Love that
and try
show.
to get investment. Yeah, they try to get investments from these billionaires, and they brought this tattoo tattoo invention they made. It's like a 50-watt light bulb, and it breaks it's all, the light's all shot in this one little pin center, and you point that on the black spot where you want to remove, and it breaks up the pigmentation in the skin and clears it out.
Does it hurt?
No, it doesn't hurt at all.
I don't know anything about that.
Yeah, that doesn't sound. By the way, go to Not Sam on Twitter. Did you put it up?
No.
Okay, Not Sam on Twitter.
Here it is.
To see a photo of Joe DeRosa's.
And I have a buddy who does tattoo removal, Go Tattoo Removal, and if you go to their website, you can see he does amazing work.
Scott in Rochester.
Joe, you're overthinking it, dude. Here's what you do: you enlist in the Army, you get deployed to Afghanistan, lose your arms in an IED explosion, problem solved.
There you go, Joe.
Jesus.
Ben in New Jersey.
Yeah, I think Joe might want to get himself a handgun and try to tattoo his forehead.
That seems insensitive.
It's slow!
That's a very good call. Thanks, buddy.
Does anybody at all have anything like helpful?
You fucked up, Joe.
I don't
That's
mean
the helpful thing. You fucked
I don't
up.
mean that in a shitty way.
I've been trying to help you out the whole time.
I know.
But you're
Troy,
not.
relax today.
He's not listening to you,
No,
Troy.
he's not. He's like, does anybody have any helpful to say? What do you think I've been trying to do?
I want to hear some suggestions. I'm really asking.
Here's what you do, Joe.
Here's what you can do. Here's your suggestions. Either you get a skin graft, okay, where you have the piece of skin removed, you have the tattoo removed via laser, or you cover it up, or you just own it and you just deal with it. Those are your options.
Joe is like a girl because he doesn't actually want the solutions to the problems. He just wants to be able to talk about it forever.
He wants to finish out the after show talking about his tattoo.
He wants somebody to tell him somehow that it's okay in a convincing way.
Right, but it's not okay.
No.
It's a big mistake.
But
stop it.
It is.
Fine.
And what you got to do is either cover it up with some design.
I get
add
that.
some accents to it.
I keep asking, what design could you cover this with?
Go to an artist.
Anything.
Well,
literally anything.
There's a reason we put the picture online is because I thought people would be like, oh, here's what you could do with it.
Well, I just put it online.
I told you I'll introduce you to my tattoo artist. He's amazing. He'll figure out something great to do with it.
I am looking at this, but
And if you're on Instagram, check it out. His name is Justin Weatherholtz. He's at Kings Avenue Tattoos.
There was another option that you didn't mention. It's this light bulb tattoo removal thing that apparently works, according to the reviews at least. Find the new tattoo removal device. I don't know.
Jim in Syracuse.
I wanted to congratulate Dangerous Joe on his first funny line ever on the O&A show. He said, if there's two things I know, it's tattoos and wrestling.
There it is. There it is.
And that wasn't even that funny.
You don't think so? He's joking with you, Joe.
What am I still here for right now?
Just for suggestions.
We were all
wondering
the same thing.
Is it to the point where now that just callers are going to trash me too?
Hopefully.
Everyone's here for that? Is that it? Is that
Joe,
all here
look
for?
at the phones. They're lighting up.
They're lighting up.
If we could clear all the phone banks just to make sure every caller is just insulting Joe in some way.
Well, we only got a couple minutes left. I mean, I don't know. I could mention that the reason we were talking about Ultimate Warrior earlier is because Roland and me went down and I interviewed him yesterday because he's in this new WWE video game. It's up on YouTube if you search Sam Roberts Ultimate Warrior.
WWE 2K14.
Yeah, that's what it's called. WWE 2K14.
Well, this is coming out October 29th.
It comes out October.
I have the other one now from before.
Right, so you buy the new one when it comes out.
Right.
There you go.
I got the one last year.
You got the one before?
From 2K13.
Oh,
I believe it was called WWE 13.
Right, this one we're talking about
is the next one.
2K14.
14.
Yes.
It.
And it's if you pre-order, it's got the Ultimate Warrior. But the problem was, this is what a dick Roland was. That we go down there. We didn't know the Warrior was going to be there, but I invited Eric to go with me to this press conference.
Right.
And he was like, oh, I can't go. I got stuff going on.
Right.
So we get down there, and the Warrior's there, and I do this interview with him. And then Roland says, oh, would you take a picture with Sam, too? I go, oh, that'd be great. And so he takes a photo, and then Roland, without any provocation, says, oh, and can I please jump in for one, too? I'm a huge fan. And he couldn't be less of an Ultimate Warrior.
Are you a huge fan?
I didn't know who the fuck that guy was.
The first thing he does, sends old E-Rock a text, hey, look what you missed. It's a picture of Roland and the Warrior.
You didn't care if you met him?
No, I set it up for Sam because he wanted to interview him, but I was excited for the sandwiches that were there provided for me.
Did that hurt you, Eric?
No, because that's not how he phrased it at all.
How did he phrase it?
He phrased it along the lines is like, yeah, the interview went good. I said, was he crazy? I heard he's difficult. No, it went good.
Yeah, but that was the whole conversation.
Yeah, and then he goes, look, we got photos, and sent me the photo. So there was nothing malicious about it.
Yes, it was malicious. The whole fact that the photo exists is malicious.
All right, if you say so.
You know, okay, Jesus. Eric is a glutton for punishment.
Don't act like you got a heart, Sam. Don't act like you're somehow calling out this terrible thing Roland did, and you see the harm in it, and you're on Eric's side.
Don't get butthurt because you got a bad tattoo.
I am not butthurt. I'm just saying, don't try to act like a nice guy right now.
You're a little butthurt that you came on the show and you're coming to the realization that you fucked up your arm forever.
Yeah. And Sam and I made a big celebrity, too.
And then, what's it? Who? The guy who played the Hulk.
Mark Ruffalo.
Mark Ruffalo was on the subway with us.
You met Mark Ruffalo on the subway?
We didn't meet him, but he was on the train with us.
I love Mark Ruffalo.
Well, as he's getting off, he's still in the car, and Roland goes, Dr. Banner!
What did he do?
He just cringed and walked off. It was the worst shout out a person could make.
Mark Ruffalo was like some guy that looks like the out of shape Hulk just yelled Dr. Banner at me.
E-Rock, you weren't mad that Roland.
Well, at least I could lose weight. You can never get rid of your tattoo.
What? Oh, damn!
Cover your arms.
E-Rock, you weren't mad that
you retard.
Roland decided to take a picture?
No, not really.
I'll take a picture of a retard.
You offered me the chance.
Why did you? Oh, shit.
Taking shots at DeRosa again.
Roland got some venom.
We got to go because we're behind on breaks today, unfortunately. But, Joe DeRosa, where are you going to be?
Gotham Comedy Club this Friday and Saturday night.
And make sure to go to Not Sam on Twitter. You can see the Joe DeRosa tattoo and send some suggestions to Joe DeRosa Comedy on Twitter.
Actually, please don't.
Serious suggestions only.
Send your comments.
Please don't.
Watch Suits.
I'm not going to read my mentions.
I'm DJing at 675 Bar in New York City tomorrow, and then Friday I'm at Los Feliz DJing.
And fuck it, Norton's going to be at the Gathering.
Yeah, and we're doing Montreal next week. I'm looking forward to that.
Montreal next week.
Tonight, Suits. USA 10 o'clock.
With Suits.
You like that
tonight.
show?
I love it.
And and watch my interview with the Ultimate Warrior on YouTube. It's
and
fucking
send
awesome.
all your requests to Joe DeRosa.
All right, we'll see you tomorrow. Ron and Fez are next. Goodbye, everybody.
The Opie and Anthony Show is now over. For real this time. Check out the O&A Show on Facebook at facebook.com/Opie and Anthony. And catch Opie and Anthony live Monday through Friday from 6 to 10 a.m. Eastern. Ron and Fez are next.
Hey!